Hello, welcome in everyone. Welcome, Sarah Confidos, Motoroli, Rootbeard, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, Sarah, you are so naughty, and I just.
Let's go. I never said it would be a long run. Maybe it's Celebrant, but it's at 80%! No! It's a... Abandon. No! What is this? Come on! We've only used... Well, we haven't got a fire yet, Tommy. We've used 2 matches, though. This is bullshit!
Sarah! Such words? Add another coin to the swear jar. Oh, Loopy, welcome in. Oh, Loopy, you did not see start of Sarah's clip. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have another one.
What? There's no Brandon crossing the door.
Okay, there we go. You deserve that, Sarah. You deserve that. But okay, Sarah, that's kind of waste of matches. It just pains me. I have not used a single match on this run. Come on, like that. Oh, you did not deserve that. I don't know about that. You were a huge Scumfidus today. Yeah. So, still in Ash Canyon. And we have broken ribs, right? Because it went really poorly the last time. So I need to move elsewhere because there's nothing for me in Ash Canyon. No, you were, Sarah, you were. Come on. Just don't have anything to do until the morning. But I think we're gonna head to Desolation Point. Can't even sleep like this. Oh, you Loopy. Loopidus. Yeah, no Maglan's weather. So I don't know what to do. It's too cold for us to move and we are not tired. There's nothing else to do. Wait, what? Why? Why is it like this? Put it on. Marshmallow. I'm a bashmallow, okay? And you too are a Scumfiduzer. Let's go to Black Rocky. Sarah, we were in Black Rocky like last stream. Come on. We need to heal our broken ribs and we need to visit Desolation Point. We were not there yet. Scumfidus, whose name is Bashmallow. Yeah, fair enough. We are all Scumfidus. You'll continue to call me Bashfidus. Scumfidus. Cuter? I don't know. Maybe it's because you're Danish. Maybe it sounds cuter to you. To me, it just sounds weird. What's the plural of Scumfidus? It should be Scumfiduzer. Scumfiduzer. I'm not sure how around in Danish. Konfiduser. Konfiraj. Of course, I'm always right. So I'm getting really tired of Will's breathing. Will's heavy breathing is kind of getting on my nerves, but I can't see anything. Is there anything we can do? Maybe we could do some mending actually. Let me see. Well, this could be mended, but I don't think I have any hides for that. Just guts. Not really. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's thingy. So it's really weird when we call ourselves loop fetus and bash fetus. Bash thingy, loop thingy. Fetus is just a cute word, I like it. Fetus. Fetus. Jeez, Willy, be quiet. Fetus. I wanted to map Ash Canyon and that it didn't really work out. I think I can just leave this in here. I'm gonna come back later at some point. We are not done with Ash Canyon. We're gonna have to head back later. We didn't even get all the mementos and I can't get the one up the rope because I cannot climb anymore. This part is longer than Fee. It is. It is. It is. Do something. I'm trying. We still have so much longer to go. Hey, we can sleep for 1 more hour. That's kind of gets us closer. But yeah. Just end his suffering. I'm trying to fix this, I swear.
Yeah! Hey, come on,
Hell yeah,
baby!
Atreyu, welcome in. How's it going?
Come on!
Oh boy, what is this weather? Ew. Ew. Still too cold. But maybe we're just gonna move. I mean, our condition's pretty good. We cannot sprint, but we could still move. Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna leave the sticks in here. I don't really need them. Oh, Atreyu, I did finish the tournament run. I don't know if you saw it. I did it too late, of course, after the deadline and everything, but I did finish. It was fun. The final part was really frustrating because I forgot where my batteries were. I was so mad. I have not been so frustrated at this game for a long time. Yeah, 6 days, 1 hour. If I didn't screw up, it could have been under 6 days. But yeah, still quite surprised. I expected to be closer to like 7 or 8, so quite happy with my time. Okay. Right, I wanted to maybe break down this fire in here because I hate the displacement that I did. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. This. I can get some charcoal too. Yeah, the notes section, but I don't really like using it on speedruns, you know. Speedruns, I just don't bother. The problem was that I split the whole run in 3 sections, right? It could have been done in 1 stream theoretically. But yeah, like cannot pause and ride. I don't even know, maybe the time actually stops when you do that, but I never tested it, so I don't want to take the risk. Of course, yeah, we could do the notes IRL, right? We could just pause and write it like do IRL notes. That's an option, but I don't know. I just thought I would not forget. I mean, I never forget. I don't know how that happened. Just as surprised as you guys are. Where's my pots? Oh, they're by... Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna grab the pots and I'm gonna head through the birch forest on my way out. And that way, we're gonna get a bunch of extra birch bark, which is perfect. I might leave this in here, but this kind of sounds like blizzard. If it's a blizzard, maybe we're just gonna craft all those saplings. I don't know. Yeah, of course we get a blizzard. Ugh. Forgetful bash fetus. That's not me. That's not me. I know who you are talking about. Not me for sure. But yeah, we can craft all these saplings in the meantime. Do we have any? Let me just pick them all up and drop the uncured one. Whatever we have. Yeah, so we only have birch cured, it looks like. It's all uncured. And drop them like well. But we could process this into arrow shafts. Since there's blizzard outside anyway. Why the hell not? All nose thing is so scuffed, keyboard highlighting and the other normal text editor features don't work. Get so angry every time you try to use it. For me, it's never worked like too badly, but I just wouldn't even consider using it in a speedrun. And typically, I don't take very detailed notes. I mean, this is a day 82, right? And these are my notes. Yeah, I should probably change this. What was it, like day 81? We killed the moose. So I prefer putting this in here, so I know when to check the moose again. Then again, I don't even remember what the respawn timer is on moose anymore. And I forgot. I forget stuff. So I am more or less ready to leave, but that blizzard kind of preventing me. I should probably take one of these quality tools back. That might be worth it. Leave some of these shafts here. And now I just need for the blizzard to end. Actually, I want this shooting guide. Maybe I could take it with me. I could even read it. Scroll to sensitive, highlight single word doesn't work. Scrolls to end on click. So many simple things just not right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess that doesn't bother me too much because my notes are usually just one page. Like, I typically don't have to scroll. Yeah. But it is not good. I mean, I agree with you on that. Johnny lost the battery completely twice. Yeah, at least I found them in the end. I think LD was restarting the run over that as well. I mean, you would think with 7 batteries we would remember them, but I guess not. It's easy to forget. I was typically dropping them in places I don't usually leave loot in. But it kind of made sense for the challenge to leave them in there. And in the end, I paid for that. Killjoy, welcome in. How's it going? I think I'm gonna start reading this guide. I know Kimi managed to get level 5 rifles on an interloper run, so I'm curious if I get lucky enough with enough books to get it too. We already read one, so if we read this book, I think we're gonna get level 2 rifles. That's pretty cool. Oh, can I even read with broken ribs? I think I can't. Oh, I can. That's nice. And the blizzard's ending. It's afternoon, so this is the perfect time to leave Ash Canyon. I have to grab my pots, yeah, and then we're gonna... Probably some meat with me too. Makes sense. We did not have too much meat. Yeah, it's just -1, perfect. I'm gonna take like, let's say 5 kilos. That should be enough. Let's just go. Yeah, we're gonna be... Actually, we're gonna be almost over encumbered after this. Yeah, right now we're just playing our long run. This is currently just day 80, but this is the longest run I have available. And the current goal is to get all the mementos. This is an old save, so we have all the mementos on Interloper, even the good stuff. Like Cowichan sweaters. Well, one Cowichan sweater. Hunting knives. But we have not visited Desolation Point, so we're gonna go there, grab all the mementos. Desolation Point is not large, so it's not gonna take us too much time to explore it. Wait, no! No! What? Wait, what? Where's my pots? Don't tell me they got eaten. Oh man, how? Where are my pots? Oh, I may have forgotten them where I harvested the moose. Yeah, we killed the moose and we kind of got broken ribs. It did not go well. I tried to dance it around the tree, but the wind changed as I was about to dance. I didn't notice it. I tried to dance it against the wind and I got kind of stomped. So, yeah. Yeah, we cannot forge, it's just an additional restriction. Since this is an old save, we find hunting knives. 2, in fact. We can't find more. And we also find some arrowheads. We found like 9, right? So this is all we have. Which means we have to take extra care of our arrowheads. Because if we lose them, we have no way to craft any new ones. I know I have one pot here, but it was a spare. I am very confused. I must have left it. I must have left it by the moose. If not, maybe they despawned, which is super weird. But I'm gonna check. It's just, I don't know. Oh yeah, Loopy misspelled again. Wow, Loopy, you never misspell names. What happened? So surprising. Yeah, so it's just an additional restriction. Because normally it would be super boring, right? Like you could do a forgeless run on a regular interloper even these days, but you would not have any knives at all. Because there's no way to find any knives. To be honest, I wish there were some improvised hatchets and knives on interloper tables. They would have an alternative, you wouldn't have to forge early every time. After a couple thousand hours, forging early on interloper does feel a little repetitive. If we could have some alternatives to that, it would be perfect. You know what, I might go for this. No, okay, let's avoid him. I'm trying to leave this region, so there's no reason for me to kill anything and harvest it. Oh. And we got Magellan's Weather. Not that we can really use it though. Need to force a save point for it to save. Oh, do you? I didn't even know that. But that's yeah, that's a good thing to remember. Yesterday someone called you rhubarb. Rhubarb. Oh. My name is typically easy, so we'll mostly just call me Bash. But Loopy gets that question a lot, right? Like, what should I call you? Kara or Rube or whatever. Ryan called you Archery. Archery. Yeah, and BB-8 gets called the birdie. She's not a big fan of that. Come on, can we harvest all of this because the before the wolves gets me? I need to remember I do not have any sprint now that I have broken ribs. Empress is your first choice, yeah, and His Majesty is mine. We all have our dreams, right? I'm still gonna call you as Cumpidus though. Wow, look at this cattail. Fuck. Uh-oh. I really don't like this. I think my pots disappeared, to be honest. I would have sworn I harvested these this campfire I had here. Okay, nice. These two guys left, so I may as well harvest the 4 cattails while I'm here. He's not a big fan of that. That's like painting yourself blue and not wanting to be called a Smurf. Yeah, I just pronounced it wrong, I think. She feels like he pronounces it like this, like daburi. And it annoys her. So some of us sometimes call her daburi. Daburi. Need to go see Rand soon. You haven't hung out in his stream lately. Yeah, I haven't seen Rand for a while, but I think he is streaming now. Yeah. Oh, the pots are not here. What happened to the pots? I don't know where my pots are, guys. I feel like something must have happened, like something bugged out. Well, I need my pots. I could have left them up there. Okay, that's one place, one more place I can check. Then I'm gonna go. Always in coastal bash videos. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the pots, but no, this time seriously I seriously feel they bugged out. I actually don't think I forgot them, but we could check up there. Afroman moment. Not sure who that is, but I feel like we all forget our pots every now and then. Thank you for the shout to Atreyu. In the mine, I don't think so. I really don't remember. I cooked moose meat on this fire, but I think I had no pots on it. I just cooked the meat. So that makes sense that there was nothing in there. I think I may have left them up here. If they're not here, they must have bugged out. Which is really bad news because pots are one of the few items you cannot get even with the new beach coming. Like they do not spawn anywhere. So losing pots is like, I hope it's not a bug. I hope I'm really just not remembering where they are. Oh, okay, everyone's a singer. I thought it was like some streamer, like, I was thinking, oh, I've never seen them around. Are they like some kind of old streamer that stopped streaming TLD or something? Everyone's big fish left his bow in the mine. Oh, well, that's gotta hurt, yeah. I carry a spare, it's not fully crafted, so it doesn't weigh anything, but it's like 5 minutes away, being fully crafted, so... Yeah, this is kind of tricky. I think I'm gonna take some damage here, maybe. Nope. Please, Spots, be here. Please. Harvested his axe in the same stream. Oh, yeah. One of those streams, right? When things just go wrong. I had really bad streams over the weekend. I got mauled by a bear and then by a moose. In 2 streams in a row. And like, a moose I can understand. That was not smart. To dance a moose in windy weather. Like, that was a bad decision. I just wanted to do it for fun, but... Yes, they are here. Okay. They did not bug out. We're all good then. And I did not want to go this way originally, but... I think we're gonna do that now. I wanted to go and collect some birch bark, but... Screw it. I think. Yeah, it's getting too late. We need to head to Timberwolf Mountain. Otherwise, it might be too late when we reach it. I'm just gonna go. This way we can at least grab one of the mementos. We did not. And we are so heavy now. Because of broken ribs though. We are 12 and a quarter. Something like that. 11.25. Yeah, 11 and a quarter kilos over carry capacity because of broken ribs. Kind of sucks. That guy is absolutely heading for us. Oh, he got scared. Nice. We got attacked by a wolf, then a bear. There was with a bear house pie. Oh, yeah. These new recipes are great. I still don't have them on this run. This is December 2022 patch, like when Airfield came out, so... We don't have recipes, we don't have new beach coming, we don't have... the radio. We don't have zone of contamination on the save yet. I will eventually update the save once I'm done with all the fun stuff in this one. But we still have a few unique items to pick up. We still have all the mementos to collect. Once I'm done with that, I will probably update the save to like one of the later versions. Maybe when the second drop of DLC came out, and mess around with that. We can get a couple spare technical balaclavas that way. Because normally you can only obtain one on interloper, but if we use a little exploit, we could maybe get up to 3. They're mostly just, you know, just trophies. You can carry more than, I mean, you can wear more than one. But it's still nice to have them. Something to display, a base maybe. We are to turn this into a long run eventually. Yeah, also I don't plan on using the recipe. Because they are not renewable, right? Anything that's not renewable, I do not plan on using in this run. Get all rook now, see you later. Okay, Lupidoos. See you later. Hopefully you'll pop in before I raid you for Outer Wilds DLC stream. Oh, come on, leave me alone. You got, oh yeah, you play on Switch, so there aren't, oh yeah. No dolls, there is nothing at all. I think we're gonna have to fight this guy. Maybe we could make it to the tree, maybe. Yeah, that was a bad idea. At least I killed him. I got too greedy, I should have just shot him instead of trying to use the tree. We cannot sprint, so... yeah. Hop in, okay, leaving the PC on. Okay, have a good one, Lupi. Yeah, I need to focus now. Yeah, I can't wait to see you play the DLC, Lupi. I am looking for a corpse here that should have the memento on it. And I'll be... oh man, there's another one here. I'm taking this off, so I have at least a little bit of sprint capacity, but I will probably have to... and there's so many wolves here. I may have to shoot them. I have to think about this. And it's getting really windy. That guy over there has the memento, I think. Yeah, he's too close. And he's getting aggressive, so we have to do this. This guy is also making me nervous. Let's try and get out of here as quickly as possible. It also got really windy. There's the memento. Okay, that's all I really came for here. Time to leave this region. Okay, so let me catch up with Chad now. Man, it's so windy. Yeah, so the Switch version, it should get updated soon, right? It's what Hinterland is working on now. So as a PC player, I don't have much to look forward to until at least June, I think. They are targeting April for the Switch update, I think. So yeah, if you're a Switch player, you might get all the updates like next month. Looks like Maglan's weather. Do not light and keep a torch when it's like this before weather changes. Typically I don't bother because of what just happened, right? This wind. It's just gonna slow me down. I also try to not rely on torches unless I really like have to. If the weather is good and if I did light a fire, I'm gonna carry torches, right? Like it's torches are great, but I prefer just dealing with walls like this in the open. I still have my rock. I sometimes scare walls with that. I can use my surroundings, right? Cliffs, trees. That's typically what I prefer using, but of course it's riskier. You just saw that. That wolf got me, even though I forgot to put this on. It doesn't really matter because we're freezing, and I think I will have to warm up somewhere. Since it's still Maglan's weather, it's probably a good idea. I will try to reach the end of Ash Canyon. We are not that far. And after that... we might warm up. It will be a nice windproof spot there too. Hopefully the weather doesn't change before we reach it. We're quite heavy and we do have headwind now, so gonna take a while. What you mean is you could get to Mountaineers now and then it's a blizzard and too cold. You can make a fire. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But Mountaineers is warm enough in my current clothing. Like we cannot freeze to death in Mountaineers, especially not in the bed. Even in the morning blizzard we are warm enough to survive. It's safe enough for us. We are fortunate to have all this hex clothing, right? Even on interloper. That gives us a couple extra degrees of warmth. Enough to make a difference. But even without it, I still don't have the insulation, right? It does not exist on this update. So you can just use that. That makes you a little bit warmer. Especially if you keep like a second insulation in your base just for sleep. That should be more than enough to survive blizzards, late game interloper. Yeah, well, temperatures can vary quite a bit between regions during the day. During the night, temperatures barely differ. Almost all regions cap out at minus 30 degrees. That's without the interloper penalty and blizzard penalty. But usually it's like minus 30, then you have another minus 20 for interloper penalty, which typically gets negated by shelter. So it's irrelevant if you sleep inside or in case. And then there's the blizzard penalty, which is usually minus 10. So most of the time you're fine, like it's down to minus 40, but Mountaineer's Hut gives you another plus 10, I think. So we are at plus 31, so we literally cannot freeze, and there's also some bonus for the badge, right? Cold fusion essentially makes weather 2 degrees warmer. And the beds themselves are like plus 5 degrees, so we are totally fine. We don't even need this warm clothing actually, we would be fine at like plus 24 probably. We wasted so much time looking for Termigan one day when they didn't exist. Oh yeah, that must have been frustrating. But that happened on all versions, right? If I remember correctly. I think if you played an existing save, or was it custom saves? I think there was some issue with Termigans, right? Yeah, they said April for Switch. Flip on PS and Xbox too. I only play on Switch when you need a portable version. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's what Switch is perfect for, right? You're not playing on the clothing is visible when hands are out patch. Oh, yeah, we still have visible hands. Everything. Looked like I was wearing garbage clothing, yeah. Still the old patch. Okay, let's go. Hopefully it's still Megalon's weather. No! It's too late. Yeah, we are too slow. We're like 10 minutes too late. I wanted to make a fire here because this is a good windproof spot. Yeah, that wind totally killed us. Hopefully we don't get hypothermia before we reach Mountaineers. It's still quite a bit of a walk. And we're gonna take extra damage, but at this point we don't really have a choice. This is the hard part about Megalons only, right? We are nowhere near shelter right now. And we don't really have many choices. We have to keep going. I could eat this meat to make myself a little lighter. Some water as well. We're gonna move slightly faster. This is the hard part about Megalons only, this kind of decisions. I could have done it a little better. I got distracted, I didn't realize it was already sunset. If I realized that, I would have probably started a fire. But too late now. So we're gonna have to tank the damage. We're gonna be in quite a bad shape by the time we reach. Actually, you know what? We don't need to acquire this now, right? So let me do this. I will be able to sprint a little bit like this, I think. We are still not tired enough, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sprint while I still can. Reach Mountaineers a little faster. Could be able to do it before we reach hypothermia. It's not that far. I'm also considering dropping some items. Like, we don't need to carry everything, but I don't know. Then I would have to return for it. And typically I hate dropping stuff in the middle of nowhere because then I don't remember it, right? Like, I forgot where the batteries were. And that was a short tourney, so I would definitely not remember this. Work's done, was fun catching you briefly. Off to spend some time with the boy. Okay, okay. Have a good one, Atreyu. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, great. We're also getting snow, so it might be a blizzard. Not great. At least I know I don't run into a bear here because of that bear like 10 days ago or something. Yeah, but this is going to affect visibility greatly. It's just not a big deal though. We're almost at the Crystal Lake. Need to pay attention to wolves, because wolves could end our run anytime. Wolves are really dangerous on it. Hearing the house, but no wolves, no sounds. Kinda creepy, it's like they're about to jump me. Are we in Blackrock yet? Oh, yes, Confidus. We are kind of heading in Blackrocky direction. Not gonna go there. I'm sorry, Sarah. We cannot. Hell yeah. Nope. But you should go to Blackrocky, Sarah. You love it so much. That'll be really fun. You will. I can't wait.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Oh, that's... God damn it. You love it there even if you will lose the run. Well, that's how you learn, right? Take that for removing Ultra Wild Stroll. I didn't fully remove it. I think I kept it because I had it in both places, both in the widget and in the channel point redeems. I don't remember which one I removed, but I kept the other one. It's not completely removed. I just didn't see any reason to have them in both places. Oh yeah, and regarding that, I really hope Loopy adds the redeem for her Outer Wilds playthrough. I don't think she has it in yet. We need to convince her. You love it there even if you lose the run. Oh yeah, I already read that. We would rather go to Blackrocky than HRV. Yeah, because you don't know HRV. I need to teach you HRV, Sarah, really. We need to have a... training session. HRV. Why? Is it just me? Did I... No, I did not open this in the wrong direction. I think the door stays open in the wrong direction each time you re-enter the map, which is bad news because once we update the game, this door will not be the same, right? This is what Helga was unhappy to find out. But yeah, these days it only opens in this direction and you cannot use it to craft here. I need to make sure it stays open like this when I update the game, but I think it's going to fix itself anyway. Unfortunately. You haven't learned a thing while playing this game, and that won't change it. Oh, come on, Sarah. You can handle Interloper now. Sure, you might die every now and then, but the more you play, less often that's gonna happen. Umfirus. You have not played Outer Wilds DLC yet. You definitely should try it, yeah. It's really fun. Manson. We are inside, but nice try. Welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, Loopy will be playing it. We'll be raiding her at 9 p.m., which is like in 3 hours. I have so much fun watching her play that. You cutie. Ah, no you. I'm good. Enjoying some broken ribs. Hopefully we're gonna heal them today. That's the goal for today. We still have 95 hours, which is like what?
Half deaf, and this is just about as fast
What's that?
as it can move.
I didn't know I had that redeem. That has to be a Tangia thing. And Tangia keeps adding new redeems. It's always interesting to see. It's something new. Manson played it. Yeah. I don't even know what I have. The Tangia is just so strange because when they add something new, they enable it by default, right? So it's always something there that I don't know I have. I completed the DLC. Yes. How long is it? Well, typically it should be around 15 hours. I think it took me slightly longer. It took me about 18, 19 hours or so. I checked my total playtime for Outer Wilds. It was like 54 hours. Everything, right? Including the main game. And I think DLC was like 18. So it's about half the main game. So it's quite long, actually. Pretty good. And I enjoyed it just as much as the bait game, I would say. It was really fun. Break off. No, yeah, we can definitely blame Sarah. Definitely blame Sarah. Because she's a Scumpidus. You cannot do interloper, gunloper, and interloper are very different. They're not, Sarah. You really would do fine in regular interloper. You just need to learn how to aim with the bow. And you can totally do it. Trust me. Oh, you are a Scumpidus, Sarah, come on. Yeah, we are all a Scumpidus, You're the bigger one. Everybody knows that. The weather is totally different. No, that's... People keep saying that, but trust me. As someone who actually... what's the word? Data mined the weather. I need to make a video on weather at some point. But... it really is not different. It's not. It's just people, you know, getting unlucky with weather, getting a bunch of blizzards in a row, and then developing some kind of hate for a specific region because they feel like they always get a blizzard there. But it was just, you know, bad luck. It's always interesting to see. So, I think we can go to sleep. This is what I hate about broken ribs. I cannot tire myself out now, so I cannot sleep all night. I'm just kind of gonna sit here and do nothing. I think I'm just gonna pass time first because it makes sense. Make sure I have no smell on me. First I need to pass a little bit of time so I can actually sleep for long enough. 2 hours. Yeah, maybe we'll get Maglan's weather in the morning if we're lucky. So let's do this. Let's... some moose. Why the hell not? Maybe you did the setup wrong. I think I was there when you did it, right? I think it was fine. Wait. We actually want to drink a birch bark. Air condition's a little low. Feels different. It really is the same thing, it's just having to use a bow instead of a gun. And that's kind of a preference, like if you like using guns, then go for it. In my opinion, the bow is the best weapon in the game anyway. So if you prefer using a rifle, go for it. Nice to see that some people prefer other guns too. Yeah. There. You cannot aim. You can learn, right? You can learn. Eventually. Oh man, what are all these hacksaws? They're horrible. But we just don't have enough metal here, so I'm just gonna switch it for the good one. Aran Basher, so pro. Yeah, I'm so pro, I got mauled by a bear and then by a moose in like 2 streams. It was in a span of 10 hours, I think. Just too pro. Hopefully I don't lose this run. Okay, 83. The weather's pretty nice, but it's still very cold. I think I'm just gonna peek out and maybe... Oh, if we get a moose here. It's a pretty bad idea to actually fight the moose. Okay, we could save it, right? We could save the moose. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. For a second I thought I was missing an arrow. We always want to have 9 arrows. That's all the arrows we have. Little moose. No moose. So sad. Oh, bunny respawned. Come here. So, mister, when's the Mass Effect? I do not have any plans, Manson, but yeah, I would like to play it. Definitely would like to try it on stream. One day. It's just a huge commitment, you know, because it's 3 games, right? Like, you can't just play Mass Effect 1 and then be like, okay, that was fun, we're moving on. Like, it's one huge game, right? Forgotten City first. Is that a game? I don't know that one. 4 games, yeah, but Andromeda's different, right? It's separate. Like, you don't have to play Andromeda together with the other 3, because it's like a separate story. And I also didn't really enjoy Andromeda that much. I don't know. I really wanted to like it, but it just didn't click for me. Maybe I will try it again at some point. I did finish it, but it just wasn't the same as the first 3 for me. Oh, we got Magellan's weather. Let's go back. Maybe we can do some cooking. It's amazing. Oh, maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, some people are mentioning the Stanley Parable last stream. That's also a fun game to try. I would like to try some other game, but I want to get all the mementos on this run. That's a short-term goal I would really like to finish. That's gonna take me a couple streams for sure. I think that's enough work for like 2 weeks at least. And I was thinking of trying a Wolf Wrangler challenge, though I will try a special strategy that nobody tried before. See if I can beat the current record of like 10.5 days or something.
Looks like I made
It's not gonna be easy though. Hey Johnny, welcome in. Hashtag Team John, how are you doing? You like Ultra Wise, you will love Forgotten City. Ooh. Okay, that might be right up my alley then. So, let me... Do I have any sticks? I have sticks. Maglans, let's do this. Was originally a Skyrim mod and turned into a whole game of its own. See, I have not even tried Skyrim yet. Like, I have not played any other scroll. But it's just... And again, right, that's a huge commitment. Like, if you jump into a game like that, it's not a game you can finish in 20 or 30 20 or 30 hours.
Turned out pretty well.
Going after big fish. I don't know yet, Johnny. I want to try my super special secret strategy for Wolf Wrangler. That's different from what other people were doing. And in theory, it could be faster than 10 days, but I have not thought it out completely. So I'm not going to claim it's viable. I need to think about it, but I have a couple weeks to think about it, because first I want to get all the mementos on this run. Then maybe I'll give Wolf Wrangler a try. And after that, I don't know, maybe we'll try a new game, unless we get an early update, LD, which I am not expecting, because they are working on the Switchboard now, right? So I don't think we're gonna get any new content for at least a couple months. I'm expecting early June to early July for like a new content update on TLD. So like we have several months. That's my prediction. Let me boil this unsafe water. I was kind of interested in Helldivers too. It looks like an interesting game. I feel like I would enjoy it, but I don't know if I would want to play that on stream. It doesn't look like a very streamable game. It's also expensive. I usually don't buy games. It was like 40 bucks. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Skyrim is fine, but not the must-play unless you study the history of games. Yeah, yeah. It just seems like such a game that many people enjoyed. I also played all the Fallout games, right? I just kind of prefer the Fallout setting or like the sci-fi setting or the fantasy setting. So I guess that's why I kind of enjoyed or gravitated towards Fallout over Elder Scrolls. But I would like to try it maybe at some point, you know. Thank you for the shout to Sarah. Forgotten City was one of your favorite games of 2022. Ooh, yeah, I might keep an eye on it when it's on sale. Skyrim is a must-play. Yeah, yeah. Many people love Skyrim. Where's all my? Oh, this is the bear. Okay, this is the bear that we not cook yet. So we want to do this. I think we're gonna spend some time here. We have plenty of time to cook. We're recovering from the moose thingy. Well, let me use this crappy hacksaw. We can still use it for harvesting, I think. 32. Okay, 32 might be unsafe. I don't know if the breaking limit is 30 or 35, but I can go for... Yeah, I can go with a 49. That I can do. This? That's... Wait, that's 21 minutes, really? Not that. We're just gonna do the meat. For the shot to Johnny. Skyrim is a rabbit hole, dude. It was over 500 hours on that game. I know, right? This is why I am careful about trying many new games. I don't really need a game that I'm gonna spend hundreds of hours. Maybe if I ever get kind of bored of TLD or like... You know, it's not gonna happen this year because so much new content is coming. Maybe at some point in the future, but yeah, right now, a game like Skyrim, I'm interested in trying it, but it's probably not gonna happen this year. Because it could be a huge time sink, yeah. 300 hours of Skyrim, which is a drop in the bucket compared to what you played TLD, yeah. Yeah. Like, I think even in Fallout 4, just, you know, the settlement building and everything, it can slow everything down so much. I must have hundreds of hours in that game alone. Well... Then again, Fallout is not the kind of a game I would probably prefer or like enjoy streaming. I don't know. What I like in Fallout is to just kind of zone out, you know, when you're just traveling, just zone out, listen to the radio, just think about stuff. And it wouldn't really be possible if I was streaming it, I think. So 44 minutes, we can harvest. Again, we haven't put enough lots of hours left with SnowRunner. Oh yeah, Johnny played SnowRunner. I think Tommy played SnowRunner too. Seems to be kind of popular in the LD community. Final Fantasy 14 over 800 hours. Oh yeah, I never played a Final Fantasy game either. And there's so many of them, like, you know, someone who never played them, I'm like, what the hell? Am I supposed to start with the first one? Probably not. Super dated and everything. But I just don't know. I know nothing. Oh, Loopy is still listening. Better not say something nice by accident. But I really need to find more painkillers. I actually have use for painkillers on this run. Because it's the only way I can heal Broken Rib. Where do I want to bring this? Probably don't want to keep it here though. Thank you for the shout to Loopy. But to dry your hair limited. Okay, I will hold off. I will try to not say anything nice until then. Please tell me when you are not listening anymore so I can, you know, let it out. I've been so nice to her. She doesn't need to. Doesn't need to know. She shouldn't know. Only because I know it makes you worry. Oh, come on. Come on. You pretend. You like it deep inside. You both know it. Like it when people are nice to you. I really remember when Lupi finished the main game in Outer Wilds, and she got a little emotional there. And she just hit her face, and she showed us the middle finger, and we're all like, "Oh, Lupi." It was so nice. It was such a nice moment. I should have clipped it. I don't know why I didn't. It was beautiful. You monster. Come on, it was such a nice moment. Yeah, it was so cute. And you're not alone, Loopy. I got so sad when it finished. Like, if you watch my VOD of it, I don't have a cam, so it's much harder to like see, right? But like, I also got kind of sad, and I think you can hear it in my voice a little bit. I was like, man, it's over. I was really sad. I cannot do it now, right? I cannot fake it, but I was just you know, like somebody stomped on my sandcastle or something. Let me harvest this. You were getting your fears when you were watching. Yeah, it was a nice moment, wasn't it, Sarah? And that's why I wish Loopy tried Mass Effect, but she doesn't like that game. Mass Effect is such an emotional game once you get attached to it, right? Like the third one especially. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Mass Effect is the only game that ever made me cry. Yeah, it's really emotional. I need a cam. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't really want to use a cam. Never say never though, right? Never say never. I just don't see myself using it. Yeah, you don't like cams on TLD streams. I can totally understand that, Rootbeard. I generally prefer clean streams as well. Like, I don't like any clutter on streams, right? Cams are okay because they add some value. You can see the streamer's expression and everything. Anything else, like all kinds of I don't know, what are they called, you know? But all that kind of stream related stuff, these overlays, I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, to me, it's just, you know, it just kind of gets in the way. Sometimes it covers the important information on the screen. Like, somebody puts their cam over this bottom left, over the condition and stuff, right? And it kind of matters in TLD. Like, you kind of want to see it as a viewer. At least I know I do. When did Mass Effect release? The first one was like 2006 or 7. The third one was like 2013. Andromeda was like 2015. And they are working on a new one, actually. I don't know when, but it might not be the same anymore. Like, it's been so long since they released it, so, you know, we'll see if it's gonna be any good. I am trying to not be too hyped for it, you know. I don't want to be disappointed. Mass Effect made you sob. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, it depends on types of streams, yeah. But like, cams are good. Cams are fine. They can add some value. I don't have a strict preference. Like, I don't mind a no cam stream. I do prefer at least a mic. Because without both cam and mic, it typically is not interactive enough, right? Even if the streamer is responsive, they have to pause the game to chat or something, so it's just not quite the same. Since so many of you rave about it or wishlisting, you absolutely should play it, yeah. Absolutely should. Legendary Edition, you can go for the Legendary one these days. There's not too many differences, to be honest. The Legendary Edition kind of updated the first game. I guess it's less clunky in Legendary Edition, but it also cuts out a little bit of content. The Legendary Edition does not have one DLC. That is arguably the worst DLC in the game, so like, you're not missing much. It's just like a combat simulator in the first game, so it's not a big deal. And it does not have multiplayer in the third game, which kind of sucks. I mean, the multiplayer was nice. I enjoyed playing that. Forget Feelings, have you ever played Monkey Islands? You already asked me, Loopy. I never played that game either. Nope. But you said it's one of your favorites. Thank you for the troll. It does not have the same effect. Oh, but that reminds me. Thank you, Manson. Loopy, you should add the Outer Wilds end times troll. Please, 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 Loopy, please, 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 please add it. Please add it. Monkey Island games are great, so are the Double Fine games. Yeah, so many great games to play, right? I get to try like 3 new games per year, so I will never be able to catch up on them all. Maybe when I'm retired at some point. DBS told you to try them, and you thought, huh? No, that sounds weird. And then you saw I'm in the better list of games, and Monkey Island was like top 20. Oh, I'm kind of curious to see. Wait, I need to Google it. Sorry, I need to Google it. I want to see what games are on that list. And if Mass Effect is not there, it's irrelevant. What is it? Top 100? I really want to try them. Portal 2 is the third one. Okay, that's acceptable. Half-Life's there. I know that. I know that game. San Andreas is there. Okay, fair enough. I do not say Mass Effect anywhere. Okay, this okay. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Not there. Ooh. Link, please. I can link what I looked at, but I don't know if that's the one Sarah saw. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Might be the same one. It's not the same one actually. Maybe there's a different one. This is different. This one is different. It seems to be. This one seems to be geared towards newer games a bit more. But Mass Effect 2 is. It's 8. Place 8. That's not bad. That's fair enough. Okay. Mass Effect is 36th. Yeah, they should really just use Mass Effect as a single game and then just put it in the first place and it's all good. You tend to forget the super disappointing news. Yeah, that's why you probably don't listen to me half the time. Let's face it. OG Lucasfilm and Sierra games were great. I don't know any OG Lucasfilm. I mean, I know KOTOR, but that's not a Lucasfilm game, or is it? I think KOTOR was made by BioWare, the same guys that made Mass Effect, actually. Based on ratings. Yeah. Yeah, like Portal 2 is usually highly rated, so I'm not surprised to see it there, to be honest. Makes perfect sense. We could probably go and fetch some firewood while we are chilling here. Because we are slowly running out sticks. I think there's one created by IMDb themselves, but you can just sort it. I think I'll show the true ranking. Of course, these rankings are like, you know, they are not. It's impossible to rank games like that, but it does give you an idea of games that are truly seen very positively by most people, I guess. Hairdryer time. You can read chat. Sarah, I'm trusting you to report any act of scumfidosity. Of course, Sarah will just... Anytime Sarah speaks, it's an act of scumfidosity, right? So... That's like... automatic. Saying when you retire is never going to happen. There are dozens of new games. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's impossible to catch up on, right? But let's say maybe when I have more time, but... Is that likely to happen currently? Probably not. I mean, I do have plenty of time. It's just that really most of it is consumed by TLD. Maybe at some point I will, you know, try to play more. But really, this year is like a TLD year with all the new content coming. Kind of hard to say I don't wanna played much of TLD. I really am looking forward to the new content drop once it happens. Confidacity. Yes, yes, Johnny. Every time Sarah speaks, it's an act of confidacity. Stream acts of confidacity. Oh, so that's when Sarah speaks in capital letters. Got it, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, but Loopy is not listening, so Loopy is great, and she's gonna stream the Outer Wilds DLC. So, if you have not played that game, maybe you just want to lurk, because you don't want to get spoiled. But if you don't care about spoilers, or if you did play that game, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna raid her. I'm gonna so enjoy watching her. I caught the VOD. She actually streamed yesterday. That sneaky Scumfidus. She decided to do a random stream of Outer Wilds, unscheduled, while I was working. Wow. What a Scumfidus move, though. I was waiting for 2 weeks for her to stream it, and she did an unscheduled stream. I had to catch the VOD. Man. John, you know me, don't listen to Bashi. Maybe that's the problem, Sarah. Maybe that's the problem. He just knows you're a Scumfidus. Next year, TLD2. Oh, yes, Hinterland announced that new survival game, right? Well, announced. They, like, released the teaser, right? I'm really curious to see what that's gonna be. You're staying out of it. Honestly, Johnny, smart move. Smart move. The only way to win, right? Oh, come on. I really hate that emote. I'm sorry, I really hate. You're so sad. Why did you make it so sad? Yeah, did you not see the Twitter? Yeah, they are working. They announced it even earlier, right? They said they are working on several new projects. And they released a teaser on Twitter that showed some. It looked, I mean, it was inside, so it's really hard to tell. It was like 30 seconds inside. I think it's supposed to be a survival game again. But it kind of looked like it was in a desert. I don't know. There was a window you couldn't really see outside, but it looked warm, if you know what I mean. Like there was this I don't know. It just gave me this vibe of a region that's like really warm, like maybe a desert. But that's just me speculating here. You won't use it? Thank you, Sarah. You love it though. Okay, okay. You're the nicest, Confidus. Hey, maybe can welcome in. How's it going? You haven't watched it, you're not really on Twitter. Me neither, Sarah. Like, Hinterland Twitter account is literally the only thing on Twitter I pay attention to. Because that's how they usually announce anything exciting for TLD. But yeah, typically somebody shares it somewhere and it gets to me. But I don't actually pay attention to it. Like I don't check it regularly. I don't have a Twitter account. So we found some stakes, that's nice, but we already have almost 5 hours of burn time, so this is not important right now. You're the nicest, Confidus. And I'm a tiny Confidus, right? Right? Doing good, thanks for asking. Yeah, glad to hear that, glad to hear that. So, I think maybe we want to... Oh man, why did it scare me so much? That's rather redeemed, so it usually gets me. And it's not even that loud, it was like barely audible, I would say. Maybe we want to supplement our rations with some wolf meat. Because I called you nice, I'm a tiniest Confidus. Ah, thank you. Thank you. So, you're just the best. Scare the shit out of you. Was it too loud? It seemed actually a bit too quiet for me, but... Oh, poor Sarah. My poor scared Scumpidus. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We are dealing with broken ribs here, so Will is not doing that great. But yeah, myself much better than Will at least. Okay, I want to deal with this guy while he's still here because once we get on the uneven terrain, it's gonna get a lot worse. Okay, I don't know how much time I have to harvest him. I think I can do this maybe. Then we're gonna check on our meat. And the weather's so good. How can you guys just shoot the walls like this with no torch? It's so scary. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I released a video on how to kill wolves that kind of explains this, but typically it's super simple. You just kind of charge and you walk back. You don't move your mouse at all. And you have plenty of time. You can see it in the bottom right corner, right? Like you can aim for so long unless you are exhausted. Then it's then you don't have much time, but yeah. The point is aiming and not letting go. Because if you let go until the wolf is closer, then you aim again. Then sometimes they slightly change course, right? So that's why I don't do it. I just keep aiming, waiting until it's close. And if it's like right in front of you, it's really hard to miss the head. If you hit the head, it always dies in one hit. No matter what wolf it is, even timber wolves or raw wolves, they always die. You guys are so amazing, we're glad you're here. Ah, Manson, thank you. Really glad to have you here too. YouTube. Oh man, I have to fix that. Sarah, you are still nice, Confidus, but slightly less nice now. Don't fix it. Okay, you know what I want. I find it kind of cute when you do it. I won't fix that just for you, but yeah. Originally, this was a mistake. I did not want it to do it. Actually, no, you know what? I don't want to fix it. This is actually intended. This is intended. I made the bot do this on purpose. So when somebody asks, right, like you have a YouTube or something, the bot automatically responds. So this is actually valid. What I don't like is when somebody posts a YouTube link of, let's say, somebody else or some random YouTube link, right? They wanted to share, and my YouTube or my bot responds with my YouTube. Like that's what annoys me. So I need to fix that, just so it doesn't happen when somebody posts a link. You both cute. Thank you, Anson. Thank you. You too. How many times did you bow a wolf so late? The struggle mission started playing despite the wolf being dead. It happened a couple times, but yeah, it doesn't happen that much anymore because I know when too late is. Like, it's always better to shoot it too early, right? Like, it doesn't have to be that close. Like, if it's, let's say, this far, you're good to shoot it already. It's close enough to not miss it. If you are really aligned with it, be able to hit the head just fine. Yeah, no fixing it. I won't fix it. You can oh, well, you can write it as YouTube by capitalizing it. I think Sarah tried it before and it didn't work, which is dumb. I need to improve that. But yeah, I don't think it's possible right now. But yeah, thank you. I definitely didn't forget. Just, you know, thank you for reminding me of something I remembered anyway. Yeah, scary deck. Yeah, yeah, you meant the quotation marks. I'm not sure about that. But YouTube doesn't work. Right now, it doesn't work because of a timer, right? It's like every 5 minutes, so the bot doesn't spam the chat too much. I think you can only use like every 5 minutes. And we have so much meat to cook, we're never gonna get to Desolation Point on time like this. The phone added the cab ladders, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I did not test it that thoroughly, right? Like, it doesn't happen that often when somebody, like, asks this stuff. But it was just kind of a little thing that I thought about one day. I didn't pay too much attention to it. Kind of added it and called it the day, you know. And that was it. Anatoly, welcome in. How are you doing? And Will, come on. I need 85 more hours of this owning. But sooner or later. You're okay, glad to hear that. Oh, there's the bot again. This time unprompted. Almost like it was listening in. Maybe... Oh yeah, I want to craft one arrow. That's another thing I can do. Once we put some bear meat in here, maybe. 27 minutes is not long enough, but we should probably eat. Drink a little bit. Thank you for the follow, Anatoly. Can't say it's a good idea, but it was not a bad one. I'm gonna take that. That's how Loopy says she likes my ideas, right? She would never say, "Oh, that's such a great idea, Bash. I'm so glad you came up with it." This is basically what she means, but she could never say that out loud because we know that's just Loopy. That's how she talks to me, but I understand what you meant to say, Loopy. Thank you. You would never, of course. It's all understood. So, any more bear meat? Oh, we only have this wolf meat. I want to make more bear meat so we can actually craft the arrows now. 46 minutes. That's just enough to craft an arrow with quality tools, so that's perfect. There we go. 45 minutes. Let's do this. Hey, Monkey, welcome in. How's it going? Are you playing long loper out of Timberwolf Mountain? What is a long loper? We are playing a long run. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. But yeah, we got kind of mauled by a moose because the wind changed just when I was dancing it. So we are recovering from that. We're playing to hit Desolation Point. But welcome in. This chat being cute as hell, yeah. They're doing really nice today. Really nice. And Loopy. Don't let her know that. Your head is rivaling my Quonset. Yeah, I am kind of a hoarder for sure. But this is actually just Timberwolf Mountain loot for the most part. We did summit. So we brought everything down from the summit if I remember correctly. On the interloper there was just enough for like a single load. We went up really light. So we could basically load up on anything that we found and brought everything down in a single trip. But this isn't even our main base, yeah. Longer place survive as long as... Oh, yeah, okay, so like a long run, yeah. Yeah, this is meant to be our long run, probably. Currently, we are only on day 83, but this is currently my longest run. So I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah, I've never been much for long runs. I never managed to get past like day 300 because I kind of abandoned the runs after that. But this time I might really actually try, and we'll see how far we get. For now, I'm focusing on getting all the mementos on this version, and we'll see where we get. Hopefully I don't get bored of it. But you know, if I were to check all the new content on this run, it's gonna be hundreds of days of content, I suppose. You're not nice, you're just flirty. Well, that's kind of nice, right? You figured out how to manage scurvy so that you can wind time. Oh, so like if you get scurvy affliction, can you sleep forever or something like that? I never tried it, but it sounds really useful. And you hit 1100 days on your run now. Oh, nice, 1100. That's gotta be one of the longest runs post our territory update, right? Because so many long runs got wiped. Pretty easy as game. Pretty easy game as long as you stick to your circuits. You can't sleep forever. Okay, you can sleep. But it does tire you out a lot, I think, right? I don't even remember how scurvy works anymore. I think it does tire you out like 50% faster than usual. Yeah, 50% additional tiredness load, yeah. Yeah, we were doing a scurvy loop run before I went for my Christmas break, I think. So we saw some interesting stuff there regarding scurvy. And same for food, yeah. Yeah, you can actually survive forever with scurvy alone, right? It makes the game a lot harder because it drains your HP, but you can just sleep it off, recover it again. Oh, Loopy, how nice of you. Nice of you to say that. Always nice to hear to that. Okay, one more. Can craft this. For calories, when you move, the 50% applies as well, so it's extremely hard without lots of caches to well fat. Yeah, like the food, the hunger increase is pretty bad. 35 pieces of meat to get rid of scurvy again. Well, it depends on what you are eating, right? It's about vitamin C. I think once you reach scurvy, your vitamin C is like completely empty. And you need to refill it completely. So that's like 500 points of vitamin C.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
So it depends what you actually eat. Grab it now. We've done after you dunked 3 bears in quick succession in coastal. Regular carcasses along with 2 deer, 7 wolves. Yeah, pieces of fish, yeah, because meat does not give you vitamin C. But the fish also vary. Like the rare fish you get, you know, the new ones they added, they don't actually have any vitamin C. Which is weird, right? Because now the common fish are actually more valuable than the rare fish. So that's even less incentive to use the new lures than before. Yeah, the new lures are not good. I do wish they buffed them. Yeah, I think we can cook all of this. Then we might go sleep and we can head to Pleasant Valley in the morning. And when we come back here, we're gonna have so much food, we don't have to worry about it. 500 units plus 200 units to get rid of the scurvy risk. That equates to 35 pieces of fish with an average of 20. During scurvy affliction, yeah, exactly. That's a good thing about scurvy. I was thinking about it. We are not gonna have scurvy on this run because this is an old run. I wish. What? The fake? That was the fake knock. Oh man, son. Oh man, this Stangia stuff gets me. See, I didn't know I had this, but I know that redeem. I know the redeem. I know it. I hear it in Kimi's channel and in some other places. So I knew it was a redeem, but I was like, I don't have this redeem. Is somebody knock him? Jeez. But that fish at your hut is an issue in Logloper. Yeah, like, especially with the tip-ups, right? It's like, you can get so many fish. Yeah, the real challenge is how hard it is to move fish, but you can fish in almost any region. And you can use the travois. I think that's all you really need, right? Like, There's every single region that has fishing has some kind of good spot, except the Winding River. But I mean, the Winding River, you typically don't want to stay there anyway, right? It's just a transition. Yeah, you're all chaos and sweet. They decay during your fishing trip and they're too heavy to move by hand. Yeah, but it doesn't matter that they decay, right? Unless you want to transport them, then yeah. If you want to transport them in a travoy, it kind of starts sucking once they are ruined, because they would despawn. But if you can do it before that, usually you're fine. When you get over Scurrilous, it pops right up. Took like 6 weeks in game for you to get Scurrilous. Yeah, we tested this on our Scurrilous run as well. We were eating absolutely no vitamin C food on that run from day 0. So we were getting Scurvy as quickly as possible. And we got it around day 25. Scrambling Highway does not have a good long fishing opportunities. It does actually. I did not cover it in my fishing video. But then somebody in Zach's channel was discussing this with me, and they said they found a way to set up a fishing shelter in Crumbling Highway, so that you can fish in Crumbling Highway long term. So you can check my my posts on YouTube. I only have one post. I usually don't do them, but I showed a picture there. It's like on the shoreline, like on the, you know, the ice on the shoreline. It's a really cool spot actually, like one of the nicest fishing spots. Like you have a full view of the water. It's like beautiful in the morning with sunrise and everything. And you can reach 4 fishing holes from the shelter alone, just like in all the other ones. We're not gonna get charged here, Manson. I didn't even hear that redeem though. I just saw it. Is it too quiet? Or am I too loud? Yeah, almost all your fish were ruined by the time, yeah. Yeah, they decay pretty quickly. You never thought about using a snow shelter rather than a fire? Oh yeah, I showed the strategy in my fishing video. And I show exactly how you need to place the fishing holes, because it's actually pretty tricky to place 4 fishing holes in a way that you can reach all of them from the shelter, but it is possible if you do it just right. Oh wait, this was not ready. Whoops. If you are really careful about how you place the shelter and the holes, then it is possible. I think you're just getting old and deaf, Bashi. Come on, Sarah. Not everybody's 15, okay? Do you still have to cheese it when the blizzards hit? I'm not sure what you mean by cheese it, but yeah, blizzards can get kind of cold when fishing. It depends when it hits. And if you have warm enough clothing, you can typically survive in the shelter, but it depends on the region and on the time of the day when you get a blizzard, right? So in Crumbling Highway it might be a problem. It is a warm region, but the blizzards are colder, right? Because coastal blizzards are 5 degrees colder. They are -15 instead of -10. So in Crumbling you might have to go to a cave unless it's like an afternoon blizzard. Can you hand fish with this strategy or just with tip-ups? You can hand fish, yeah. And if you just hand fish, you only need 1 hole, right? So it's super easy. You don't need to be as strict with setting down the shelter. Like you are a lot more. You have so many more options, right? But if you need tip-ups, then you typically want 4 holes, and probably even 2 more holes. But you cannot reach those, so you will have to exit shelter. You wish. Oh come on, you're not so old to feel like you wish you were younger, are you? Aren't you like 26 or something? There's like 24. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. So I'm not old either. Double bear, rabbit, and deer clothes. Yeah, like it depends on the region still, right? We're at +30, but we do have some cheat clothing because we found invisible stuff. If you get insulation especially and cold fusion badge, for the most part you're gonna be fine. But if you get a morning blizzard, then you may need to spend some time in a cave, yeah. It depends. You could also tank some cold damage, right? Like if you're gonna be freezing for 2 or 3 hours, it is possible to tank it, but another thing you could do is to light up a lantern if it's freezing, right? If you're only like -2, lantern warms you up and it could prevent you from taking damage. So that's another thing to consider, because you're gonna get so much lamp oil fishing. You could actually use a lantern to warm up during blizzards. An unusual strategy, but it's extra 3 degrees. You could even bring multiple lanterns, get extra warmth like that, right? Set down the lanterns, get like +9 degrees from 3 lanterns during the blizzard. If you have enough oil, that's the way to go. And you don't have to transport all that extra lantern fuel, right? Typically you wouldn't need that much anyway. You're older than us both. Yeah, well, how old are you then? Thanks for making me feel old, guys. Come on. I'm sure you're not that old.
I'm kind of thirsty.
Unless you're 90, you're not that old. And if you're 90, I'm really sorry. You're late 40s. See, that's like still young. We're just way too young, you know. You know where to start with your lamp oil surplus? Yeah, so just bring extra lamps, right? You're close to 29. Well, you're still very young, come on. You're not that old. And I said I'm in my 20s, right? I prefer not specifying my actual age. But like I'm in my 20s, so I could be older than you, right? There's like a 10% chance. That's fair, but what about your shoe size? Well, since you're asking so nicely... Oops. The mic went out. I think you didn't hear it. That's too bad. I'm not gonna repeat it though. How unfortunate. Please, he got so excited for no reason. Oh, yes. What's up with all that secrecy? Well, it's a funny thing, Zed, right? I would not even care that much. Like, I would just say it. But they made it into such a big deal for no reason. Especially Sarah made it into such a big deal. Now I just don't feel like saying it. Because it just feels weird, you know? Tell me over dinner. Oh, you're such a flirt. Blood group and SSN next. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's not a big deal. I can tell you my credit card number, right? Anybody can know that, right? But shoe size, that's where I draw the line. That's just too much. Current, welcome in. Get tracked. How's it going? I will send the 20k for legal fees in Walmart gift cards. What? 20k for legal fees in Walmart gift cards? What Walmart gift cards? You did not say no. Yeah, I did not say yes either, but... Just need your mother's maiden name. Sure, yeah. Yeah, just for some recovery, right? Recovering my passwords or something. You're cooking for World War III. Yeah, we're preparing. It wasn't a big deal, but then he didn't want to tell, and now it's just too funny to let it go. Exactly. Except from my side, it's like, you kept asking and you made it into a big deal. Didn't he read the whole comment before? Oh man, wait. Oh, the Nigerian prince, yeah. So you're the Nigerian, or how do you even say that, pronounce that? I don't know. Nigerian prince. So you're the famous Nigerian prince then, Monkey. Finally get to meet you. Apart from shoe size, no country. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I just like being secretive because, you know, you can always share later if you feel like it, but you can't really unshare it on the internet especially, so
Tongue feels like
I
sandpaper.
prefer not like oversharing personal info. I do go a bit too far maybe sometimes, but no, it's because I can always choose to change it later, but like if I say too much and then regret it, then I can't really take it back. For security purposes. Yeah. When pressuring for anything personal, that's too far, but the shoes I think is just so funny. Yeah, I don't mind it at all, like it's no big deal if you keep asking, right? I love not telling you every time. What's up with the mess in your head? Where's Esther to tidy things up? I know, right? Yeah, we're just playing Will with broken ribs, so we cannot even tidy it up. But yeah, this is kind of how I keep my faces usually. People find it messy. Is it really messy? Greenicat, welcome in. How are you doing? I don't find it messy, guys. Come on. I think it's nice. We all know why Auntie Sarah wants Bash's shoe size. Big shoe, big... Oh, I see. I see. Sarah is being a naughty Scumfidus. Big clown nose. Doing good, hope you are too. Yeah, I'm doing great, I'm doing great. Glad to hear you're doing great too. Will is not doing so great though. We got stoned by a moose on our long run, and we are trying to heal this now. Can I eat this little piece of meat now? I really hate small pieces like this. Okay, so we cooked everything. It's about time we go to sleep, but maybe I could make some extra water. More importantly, did you buy proper paprika paste? Oh, the one you suggested, I still did not buy it. Good thing you reminded me. But yeah, I barely eat stuff at home. So I barely have like reasons to use it, but I should still buy it, you know. So I can use it when the opportunity arises. I really should try it. Oddly enough, from personal experience, it's better not to talk about personal stuff when someone you don't trust 100%. Exactly, Sarah, right? It's just about, you know, just staying safe. And if I feel like sharing it later, I can always change it. But better not to. Because if you share too much and then you regret it, then like, you can take it back. Good piles of cone, only a few meters next to your food and tools lying out in the open to rust. I know, but there is just no space. I mean, come on. Let's light it up. How am I supposed to fit all of this in here, right? I do not like storing too much stuff in containers, but even then, stuff that doesn't decay and stuff that is annoying to pick up, I still put in containers. But most of the stuff stays outside. So this is like my crafting area. This is like shoes, maybe some tools. I have a bedroll, that's a spare bedroll. This is some food. This is mats. This is firewood and some water. This is some more tools, because why not? Yeah, that's basically... See, it's kind of like split by the category you have in your inventory. Except items that are annoying to pick up and do not decay. That's stuff I often put inside. So that's kind of my logic there. That's how I do it. Big shoe, big feet. Yeah, true. You're the naughty ones. I didn't even think about it. Wow, you are very innocent. I know, right, Sarah? I know. I didn't get it until they suggested it either. We are innocent Scumfidai. I know it's Scumfiduzer, but I don't know. It's just such a mouthful to say Scumfiduzer. I like Scumfidai. Sounds nice. Okay, let's just finish this. I can't listen to Will panting deep. Okay, maybe we can make some more water still. Since we have some extra fire time, so try this. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do the whole thing. I think it should be cold enough in here. Plus 70 it says. Let's try. Yeah, okay, we have enough time actually. Perfect. Perfect. You get it, but still find it so strange how careful people became about it. Visited people you only chatted on IRC a lot in your 20s. Yeah, I mean, most of the time nothing bad happens, but, you know, there's people, especially on Twitch, like, sometimes people do weird stuff, like, people have camera, and they have, like, a window behind them, and there's people who are crazy enough to, like, go on Google Maps and figure out where you live based on that, right? If they know the city you live in, for example, like, somebody does that for long enough, they can figure that stuff out. And it's kind of, you know, most people are not gonna bother because most people are not weird enough to do stuff like that. But some people are some people. So yeah, we are just some innocent scumpidozer. Christy, welcome in. How's it going? Why is Will panting all the time? You know it. You know it. We may have gotten stomped on our last stream as we were dancing a moose and the wind changed at the wrong time. You saw a funny video about the difference between pecorina and pecorino and included that. I have no idea what either of those are. One is really cheese, the other woof woof. You know, 1,000 people, it takes just one sociopath. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Also, one thing a lot of people are not doing, and I think it's true even in TLD community, you guys should really use, if you have like a PayPal link for donations and stuff, I set it up so people could send me money for the tournaments, right, I won. But you should be using business accounts, so like your real name, not out there. I think like a lot of people don't do that. They use their personal account. And yeah, that's like a really easy way to find out your real name if you're trying to conceal that kind of stuff. So that's one tip out there. I think something a lot of people don't do. Could go back in time, it would have been the same. No personal name, no country, no education. Yeah. So I need to find all your personal info just from the name, country, education. It's insane. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, like we all know you are Sarah, you're from Denmark, right? And you're 26. That's usually not enough information to like identify you. Oh, right, we know you have size 41 feet, Sarah. Ooh, that's so much information. That really narrows it down, yeah. Basically easy to tell who exactly you are now. Did a work acquaintance hit you up the other day to support her applying for a role in your company? Sure, send me X material. She's been blowing up my phone over 300 messages in the last 2 days with some very fanciful claims about what's happening. Oh, what kind of fanciful claims? 300 messages, oh my god. Yeah, Reeves. Now one less. Maybe we can do half a more liter in this weather, and then it's time to sleep. It's an illusion to think you can be optimally safe from that. Remember once during WoW, times two IDFOs argued about internet security late night in TeamSpeak. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Honestly, if somebody wants hard enough, they can probably figure it out. Like, even me, like, if I'm taking all the precautions, somebody wants it hard enough, they can do it, probably. No, there's probably ways. But, yeah. It still pays off to not make it too easy, right? Because it deters people. That's why you stopped streaming. Oh, is that the reason why you stopped streaming last year? Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. That's... I felt like you were just busy, you know, and... That's really sad. They better leave my Scoomfiddles alone. In your 20s, you remember being very excited to finally have your own entry in the phone book. Name, address, phone number, handily sorted in alphabetical order. Yeah, it was different times, right? Like in the phone book era. Okay, time to sleep. I think we have
I feel so
all we need. And we can sleep for 10 hours, so we're gonna recover all our condition. Yeah, your shoe size gave it away. It's all about how much criminal energy is invested into figuring that shit out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, we got a blizzard, but I am not worried. We should not be freezing at all. Because we are just warm enough in this hut. We are at plus 23, it says now, still. In this we were plus 28, and it's... Okay, it's not morning anymore. Actually pretty warm. So, let's eat up. That's gonna be Tangier again. Ooh. What is that sound? Jeez. Kitty. Oh, shut up, Will. Come on. Oh. See, I usually am not bothered by Will making sounds, but when the ribs are broken, it's too much. But even Astrid is very loud with broken ribs. Like, I remember watching Maria play with broken ribs, playing Astrid. I think she always does. And wow, Astrid was actually quite loud with ribs too. Everything from learning Japanese to writing a novel in 2 months to her business. How she has been sexually harassed in the Emirates yesterday, some even more crazy things you won't repeat. Very concerning. Oh, so wow. Okay, so she was just like chatting about all possible things. Thought she broke core before I put her forward. Oh yeah. You mean you're vague about age and place of accommodation? We can probably figure out. Yeah. Like, I don't mind sharing information when I'm vague, right? Like, I say stuff like, I'm from Central Europe, I work an office job, I'm in my 20s. Like, that gives you an idea of who I am. But I won't specify further than that. So... yeah, I don't mind sharing personal stuff, just don't want to be too specific. Banning silent on items helps to avoid toxic combinations of PII. I'm not sure what that is. If you know a person's shoe size merged with the shoes sold on a website on a particular time day, yeah. Like, even from that you could figure out stuff, right? Like, if you want hard enough, that's the thing, right? Like, just there's the shoe size. It's crazy. Just a tad bit. If I'm a newspaper article from the institution you studied, where your name was listed. Once you figured out he was trying to find me, I called the paper to get her. Oh man, wow. So he did stop, right? I hope you got. Rid of the guy who was doing that. I'm guessing you never managed to like report him or know who it was, really. That's the worst thing, right? That's why it happens on the internet too much. Like, nothing is stopping from a person doing that to you IRL, like following you home or something. But then, you know, you can just call the police or something. But you who are you going to report over the internet, right? You know, if you don't know the other person, that's the thing, the anonymity. Who are doing it? They just feel safe doing that crap, so they do it. Go through this sort of stuff with banks and major retailers all the time. Best rule is never identify yourself. Yeah, and like it happens to companies too, right? Like it's not about identity, but it might be like about some intellectual property leaking, and they have whole departments dealing with that crap, and it all happens from time. Yeah, difficult to get rid of them, but you did. That's glad to hear. That's glad to hear. Okay, I think we are ready to move. The weather is pretty much perfect. We wanted to leave with Timberwolf Mountain. So I was just cooking and reading chat, so I am a little disoriented now. Let me make sure I have everything I could potentially need. I'm thinking of bringing these quality tools with me, but I don't know. We have some spot, yeah, space. I want my pots. I always forget my pots. Always forget my frick. Time to move. The Trolley Robe is not specific, no, it's such a diverse place. Yeah, I know. It's not. But, you know. You're just making sure your shoe size was right. Well, if she buys 41s, then it should fit properly, right? It depends. Your quirky interaction with that girl, just say you immediately went to your wife and showed her what was being offered for her awareness. Is the threat that's the issue gets in your head about what could happen? Yeah, that too, right? That too, yeah. Like, some people really like to just screw with you, right? Some people aren't trying to get your credit card number or anything, but they might just, like, let you know they know where you live or your real name, just to be creepy, and then they don't actually do anything. It's super weird. I found my pots. I did, Sarah. I did. You pay even less attention than I do. Winnie, welcome in. Well, yeah, we've been live for almost 2 hours. No notifications again, right? Just sad. Anything else I want to take with me? Maybe we want to mend something. I kind of want to mend the deerskin boots. I should have... Arch. We do have some deerskin hide here, so I could actually fix this. It takes a while, so I'm not gonna bother with it now. We can do it in PV once we arrive there. Let me store the charcoal here. I'm not gonna need it now. Anything else I want to leave here? Maybe I could leave the skill book. I don't need to carry that with me either. The birdie. Just don't look behind you. I'm there. Oh no! Okay. I think we are ready to move on. I'm going to take some meat with me, because we have so much anyway. And let's use this great weather. It's actually still -7, wow. Even with the really warm clothing, like, we are still really cold. Let's just late game interloper for you. YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. And loop the moose never spawns. How sad. Prefer the tiny webcam approach, you work from home. Any webcam approach? Like, I can see you through your webcam or something like that. I don't have a webcam on my computer actually, so like, it can't even be on by accident or anything. Come on, any birch bark? Please. Birch bark. Here. Oh yeah, I spy cam, got it. Like, you're flirty unless the person hates it and you stop, but if not, I flirt with everyone because you all deserve it. Yeah, yeah, I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. Like, it's nice. It's nice to have a variety of responses in chat. Like Loopy is just mean to me all the time, right? It's for fun. He likes me. I like her too, but don't tell her that. It would go in her head too much. But you know, like, we're mean to each other. We're mean to each other with a bunch of other people. And then some people are nice, and it's nice. I am not one of those types of streamers who just like, you know, everybody to talk crap to them. Some people like it, but for me it's like more of a personal thing, like a one-on-one thing. Somebody talks crap, they better be ready to talk, they better be ready to receive it too. And when it's somebody new, or like when somebody just, you know, joins the crowd, it's not that great, because I don't like being too mean to people who are like not around much, you know. Like the stuff I say to Loop, I would not say to most people, because you know, I don't know how they would see it. I just have to get to know them better before I know if I can get away with it. You used to have a webcam on your second monitor, and sometimes when you stream, you look there when you speak. Oh yeah, like some kind of a muscle memory when you use the webcam for other stuff. Ah, nice try, Manson. But there are no wolves here. This is a wolf-free area. Once we get a wildlife refresh, it's gonna work so well. Wow. Well, I'm not going to remove the redeem, but I might lock it behind channel points instead. It would get spawned too much, and it would get me every time. So I would make it probably like 500 channel points, maybe even more. So, no. Only redeem it now and then. Oh, like it's still there, so you don't have it there. You have covers on all your cams just because you're paranoid and doesn't mean nobody's following you. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's not a bad idea, yeah. I don't really cover my laptop cams, but I mostly just use the laptop when I can use my desktop. Well, it's like secondary thing. I don't use it enough, like, about it. It's turned on, Sarah, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you too, Sarah, by the way. Yeah, your hair dried nicely already. Really great. You're one of those nice people. You are a really interesting one, Sarah. You are really nice sometimes, yeah. But sometimes you're really naughty. No doubt Loop's influence. Everybody spanks their monkey. Say whatever to me, it's fine. I mostly feel like being nice too. I feel bad being mean to people who are nice. Most of the time. Sometimes it's just a jab, right? But like, with Loop we can go really far sometimes. Maybe too far even, but she said I was the nicest Confidus. Of course you are, Sarah, but let's face it, it's not a high bar, right? I mean, there's only 3 of us, and I'm not the nicest. And Loop is definitely not the nicest. The slide device on your laptop didn't build with a lens cover for my normal. Yeah, that's honestly a good idea. I'm too lazy to install anything on laptops. Over laptop. I don't really use my old one at all at this point. Bought a new one recently. I was gone for Christmas. And my old laptop is like, it can't even connect to it anymore. It's like, I don't know, 8 years old and not in a good shape, so it was about time to buy a new one. Oh wow, look, we're actually warming up. PV of all places, this is crazy good weather. Sometimes. You're always nice. I'm nice to in my heart. Okay, okay. I know you mean well. I mean, Loop always says the same thing, Sarah, right? Says, I am always nice to you, and then... You're just nice, but Flores troll a lot. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we could see today, man, son. You trolled me like... You trolled me the most out of everybody in chat right now today, actually. Now that I think about it. With the redeems and everything. So yeah, you do troll, for sure. Okay, that's just my own steps. Always been well, but you like to bother me, it's so funny. I know, I know. I like to bother you too. Man, it was so good when I was about to tell you my shoe size. Oh, that was so good. So good. You know what? I haven't bothered you in a while. Me too. Sorry. I haven't done this today yet. You get so excited, yeah. Yeah, I could tell. Gotten enough offers you can refuse in the last couple days. Wait, of what? Yeah, I'm lost. Because you care, yeah, of course, of course. You're good. I don't mind your trolling or anything. Didn't mean to imply otherwise. We go on the BRB screen. What are you planning to do, Sarah? Nothing. At all. Actually. Okay, you know what? I choose to trust you. Let's see. Let's go on a BRB screen for a little bit. Researching this for bandages. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh boy, no. Well, yes, of course. Okay, that'll work. Almost run into him. Oh man. Will we be able to dance him? Probably not, it's really windy. Oh, this is bad. Just too windy, I don't think I can make it. I'm gonna have to try and get rid of him at the tree, but... Okay, it worked. Ooh, that was really close. But it cost me a little bit of time.
Damn it! No, 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 I cannot do this.
Chippy chippy, loopy loopy, or what was it? Such a nice clip. I mean, Sarah, you know you can be a mod. I was threatening you with modding you. You didn't like it because you like your pink badge. Really want to do those shoutout clips? It's no problem. Wait, I missed something. Yeah, scream out if Anti-Sarah appears behind you and asks if the rag she's holding smells like chloroform to you. Yeah, if I have the time to scream, I will. Big Bashmallow, go back to the BRB screen. What are you planning to do, Loopy Boopy? Wait, this does not seem right. This does not seem like the place I used for goading. I'm a little scared here. Where am I? Ah! I'm gonna die! I go this now. I messed this up. This is not the place I usually use. But okay, this works. It's a lot slower, but matter. Make me a mod, I will behave, I promise. Okay, fine, Sarah, but you know, we do have a little hazing ritual for all our mods here. So you have to go through it again. We're gonna have to time you out again. The first time didn't count, the first time was just a regular timeout because you were not behaving. But this time, this is just an initiation ritual. Wait, you're already back? That was quick. Okay, air. Why? Oh, Manson had no clip. Okay, we can do it. Oh, and Kimmy with the raid. Okay, give me a little bit to say hello to raiders, to Chinia, and then we can have shots for them too. Clan, welcome in, guys. How's it going? How was your run, Kimmy? Come on, little fire. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. Oh man. Thank you for the follow. Zorn, welcome in. Knifo, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Whew, that wolf almost got me. Raid and run, no worries, Kimmy, no worries. Thank you for the raid. Have a good one. Capybara-san, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. We might have a round of shouts soon. So yeah, we're gonna go to BRB screen. I don't know, maybe when we reach the farmstead. Just realized you haven't followed me. No worries, no worries. You fixed it right there. Thank you for the follow. So we are doing our Maglan's only run. For anyone who just joined in. We are on day 84 and unfortunately we did get broken ribs in Ash Canyon, which is a really bad region to get broken ribs in. So we decided to leave and head to Desolation Point. We have not been to Desolation Point on this run yet. The current goal for this run is to get all the mementos. This is the old run from 2022, December 2022. So we have all the mementos, all the glitch stuff in Interloper, Covichon sweater, hunting knife, flashlight, revolvers, all the good stuff. And yeah, we also have all the mementos, so we are trying to get them all. So Desolation Point is the next one for today, and hopefully by the time we are done with Desolation Point, we will cure our broken ribs, and we can return back to Ash Canyon and finish that. We did manage to grab the technical backpack before we got stomped at least. Thank you for all the shouties. We may have to do them again soon once we are on the BRB screen. Let's... 2 minutes. Thank you, Loopy. You're a little bit less than the punishment for being nice. Yeah. Loopy, not only she hates being nice to me, she really hates it when others are nice. And I understand where she's coming from. For me, it's the same. Fashion loops are cute. Yeah, thank you, man. It's mostly me, of course, but thank you. Lead Machine, welcome in. How are you doing? Just read the stream title. Forgeless, is this exploiting some bugs? Yeah, some bugs that were present in the previous update. If you do exclamation mark challenge, you can see. But basically, we have the hunting knife, right? Because we found it as an invisible item, so we can skip forging. We also find 9 arrowheads, and I think that's the most we can find. Maybe we will find one more somewhere, but we have to take really good care of our arrows, because we cannot reforge. So if I miss a headshot on a wolf, I need to track it down, I need to recover the arrows always. Otherwise, we'll be missing them. There's no way someone can be nice to you, don't worry. Oh, alright. If you think that, then it's all good. I guess we have different ideas of what nice means, right? Because you think you are nice to me, so you have, yeah, very interesting way to look. I've offered you a meal out. Yeah, you are totally nice. You are totally nice. Yeah, it was the knife that threw you off. Yeah, because you could do a forgeless run even in the current version, but it would be painful, right? It would be really painful. You would have to do it without a bow. So the only gun you would have would be a flare gun. That would be painful. Thank you for the follow, Fleet Machine. You had a run in 2017 where right after an update you started a run and found knives and hatchets at the summit on interloper. So I guess it was backed at some point before. Yeah, Loopy's everywhere. She's a pro lurker. Okay, let's have a round of shoutout clips. You guys kind of wanted them. So Loopy, you can catch anybody who didn't get one. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
He's faster than I thought.
Run away.
It's gone after you, though. Blood. How did they get away?
Really? You're gonna do that? Major injuries? No. Well, we'll find a dead wolf somewhere. Shefford?
Allora, fammi guardare. Mi raccomando, c'è il messaggio fissato col gruppo Telegram per chi volesse fare 2 chiacchiere anche durante il giorno. Radio Libero è scritto applausi. Grazie. Che è successo? No! Loop! Ma io ho appena detto come sono brava.
Look at our shadow. No.
It prevents heat loss. Okay. I sound irritated.
Alright, this part might be dangerous. Alright, that was not what I thought would happen.
I didn't mean to shoot it. I'm putting the gun away. I'm putting the gun away now.
Look at our shadow. No.
Beautiful, beautiful clips. Yeah, the shoutout wars between Lupi and Sarah, just great. They really hate their clips, both of them. Oh, look, I had 6 pots here. Even if I forgot my pots, it wouldn't have mattered. I've just taken some of these. Remind me to keep your guns away from you. And make sure there are no feathers on you, Monkey. She really likes to shoot feathers. You know what? I think I should just keep going, right? The weather was really good. We can reach coastal today. Before it gets too dark, maybe. I have a bedroll, so maybe we can sleep in Cinder Hills. We'll see how it's gonna work out. And is there anything that decays in here? No. We do not want to keep anything that decays in. But usually I don't do that, so I'm just making sure here. Looks good. Maybe I wanna store the sticks. I'm gonna leave the coal in here too, because we're gonna go through Cinder Hills, right? We're gonna restock on coal anyway. Why carry it with us? And the rest is all good. I just need to take my food with me. But you're doing a gunlope run. Yay! There's gonna be some more shooting then. That's good news, Sarah. That's good news. Nice, we got foggy weather. That's perfect. That's pretty much perfect. Look at this. Warm in PV in late game Loper. Isn't that something? Bad boy, anger, bad boy. Man, we got like 5 clips out of that single stream there. It was so good. I wonder how many more amazing clips we're gonna get from the DLC. Too bad I wasn't there for your random 2-hour stream, but I guess most of the stuff wasn't clippable anyway. As long as it's not near you, or at least near your food, yeah. There's a loose gun. I have a beer waiting for you. Nice, nice. Enjoy your beer, Loopy. Guns are a simple point and click interface. Remember to do that in that order. Yeah, yeah. I think it always travels in the middle of the screen. Welcome back. Thank you, Manson. Sorry you had to see my clips. Why, you also hate your clips like Sarah does? Oh, quiet. You will try, but you cannot promise anything. Feathers! Shoot them! No, Sarah, we collect feathers. We collect feathers here. You're just ugly. No, that's not true. That's not true. Come on. Your favorite saying at work? Oh, clan. I guess we have 2 minutes. till the run ends. My favorite saying at work when someone refers to the stupid book Ready, Fire, Aim. Yeah, and we wonder why so many people shoot themselves in the foot. I never read that book. It's just a pretty song. It is Slam. I really hope Loop adds it to her stream when she streams Outer Wilds. I'm gonna bug her about it until she does add it. Not everybody can possess an Adonis like physique. Yeah, but you know, you don't need an Adonis like physique to just not be ugly. Alright, did I lose it? I'm gonna go through the barn just in case, but it did sound like I lost it. I probably looted this already. You have told me before I put all the effort in. I'm sorry, monkey. I'm sorry. Bastard. All that effort going to waste. I'm angry, but you all pigs are cute. Oh, we're all cute here. This is cute people only hangout. That's just the truth. True beauty comes from within. Whew. Lucky me then. Very difficult to spot a Scoopiness from so far away. You are white, the snow is white, it's foggy. Very difficult, yeah. I agree. Every time I see you play, Sarah, I just cannot spot you on the screen. That must be it. That must be the reason. Makes perfect sense, actually. This is a pretty dangerous place for dense fog to happen, though. It's easy to get lost in the middle of PV.
I need to find something to drink.
Very beautiful. Look at you. What do you mean? You say look at you and then you post a picture of yourself? I see how it is. There's a wolf there. Perhaps. The just response I ever heard someone give that statement was, yes, come back to my place so we can see. The narrator didn't and the guy got slapped. Oh, that's a ballsy response for sure. Am I even going the right direction? I'm just gonna stay on this road. I think I'll be fine. God, what happened to your hands? There was this fire. I had to save it. Baby? What? The all-time cutest pickup line you ever witnessed. About 10 years ago when you were in London riding the tube. There's this guy and a woman in their 50s just talking. The guy then asks her, do you mind raising your hand quickly? What happened then? That's not the whole pickup line, right? Because I don't get it. Maybe I'm just too dense. Because there's only 3 bears, a moose, and a few wolf packs to run into if you get lost in the middle of PvE, yeah. Yeah. And we do carry around some meat, so we're not even gonna run into them, we're literally just gonna... They're gonna run into us. That I wanted to say. But I can already see the line, so we are near the paved road. I think the community hall is just ahead. But we are warm, we're just gonna keep going. Tinder Hills is really close already. Okay, we're multitasking. No worries, no worries, no worries. I know it takes a while to type all that. Does it and looks confused. The guy looks at where the ring should be and says, "Oh, I was just trying to avoid the embarrassment of asking a married woman if she would be interested in having a cup of coffee with me." Yeah, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I remember one of my female friends was telling me about this line somebody used on her. She was really amused as well. Like some guy asked her like, "Hey, do you have a pen? I need to write down something really important." She was like, "Oh yeah, let me search my bag." Yeah, she gave him the pen and I was like, "Okay, can you give me your number?" It's like, okay, okay. Nice. Computers aren't dense, Beshi, they are very light and foamy. Yes, that's why I am dense. And you are very light and foamy. Leave me alone. This is a little risky to use, I'm not going to do that. Turn on a synchro twice for better orientation. Yeah, that's the best way to get lost in PV, right? Like, the worst thing you can do in a blizzard, or when you get lost, is to keep turning around. Like, you should just go straight, let off with your mouse or right thumbstick or whatever you use to turn around the camera, and just don't touch it until you run into something you recognize, and that's just the fastest way to not get lost. Get a cute pickup line. So, what are your pronouns? And what was the answer? So we'll have 3 wolf packs in Tau. Yeah, we only have 1 smell bar, right? So hopefully we get to Cinder Hills before that happens. Smalden said yes, so brilliant. Yeah, really nice. That's how one of your ex-girlfriends and you started dating. The pen thing? Yeah, nice. You're not light and foamy. You seem like it though. I know. You've got to be light and foamy. I mean, come on. Someone with a size 41 foot. Gotta be light and foamy. You just defeat a wolf with a tree. Yeah, capybaras, and I use it a lot. I have a wolf video that kind of explains this and all the other ways to deal with wolves. But basically, if a wolf is too close enough to enter a struggle with you, but there's an object in the way, it will just run away instead. Sometimes it just gets stuck, in which case you can still kill it easily. But it's a really easy way to get rid of wolves. It's kind of an exploit, you could say. In a way, that's something I would probably do IRL if a wolf was chasing me, right? Like use some objects to place it between myself and the wolf. It can't bite me if it can't reach me, right? But yeah, I'm not so sure it was fully intended. I know in the older versions when I played Time Capsule, this was not a thing. Like if the wolf couldn't reach you, it just kept running around and chasing you, and that kind of makes sense too, right? Like it shouldn't give up so easily. Maybe that's the somewhat voidy part. You're pronounced, then you say I'm hidden, but you can call me anytime. Oh, nice, yeah. Whatever your pronouns unavailable. Yeah, if you don't want to talk to them, that's the answer, I guess. That reminds me of a pickup line the girl told me she heard from a guy. And if I take your picture, I want to show Santa what I want for Christmas. Oh yeah, that's nice. yeah, the pen thing. She gave me her number. Yeah, nice, GG. Put that pickup line to good use then. IRL the wolves and I have an agreement. They stay in the forest and I stay out of it. Yeah, hard to meet a wolf that if you don't ever go to a forest. I have seen wolves in life, but not too often. And it was like near the forest. I think I've seen a wolf like once or twice. Luckily, I mean wolves typically don't attack people. Wasn't dangerous encounter or anything. Wolf just went, nah, there's a tree in the way, I'm not walking around it. Yeah, yeah. Basically, they just don't know what to do, right? If they're about to enter a struggle, but they cannot because there's just no space, then they just run away. It's kind of the same mechanism that happens when you are hidden inside a fishing hut, for example, right? They try to reach you, they get too close, they can't reach you, they just start running away. So you basically just kind of exploit it because, you know, putting a wooden pole between you and the wolf, like the wolf should be smart enough to reach you, to run around it, but it's not. The AI just gives up right away. Not really sure, turned out to be a bit nuts, yeah, but you know, you couldn't have known at the time. At least you gave it a try. So jealous of everything, you couldn't handle it. Yeah, that does not sound like a good time. Used to pick up line on you and you did not see it. I'm just too dense to realize a pickup line is used on me, I think. Oh no, an obstacle, my greatest weakness. Yeah, it's crazy. I have a bunch of clips on this actually. Like I use this a lot. I abuse the hell out of this. I get rid of aurora wolves like that in the tournaments I was doing. That's how I started streaming actually. I was just doing a community tournament. It was created by Long Dark Forever. I'm sure you know him. Everybody knows LD, right? And yeah, there was a lot of running around auroras with the strategy I used. And of course it was a speedrun, so no wall crafting, there was just no time. So I just needed a reliable way to get rid of aurora wolves, so I used anything in my power to get rid of them. I danced them around trees, that kind of stuff. You broke up with her. You sat in her car overnight outside your house. Always blowing up your phone. Ooh, yeah. Stalker vibes. One time. But to the point where you had to call her dad, explain the situation, and you don't really want to follow her restraining order, but you might have to. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the smartest thing to do. But if, I guess, yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't be sure how her dad reacts anyway. But still have her side because family. But yeah, hopefully it stopped. Yeah, it stopped. Good. Thank you for the follow. Don't be a tool. Welcome in. Yeah, I didn't want her showing up with a knife in your hands. Yeah, understandable. Looks like all our coal respawned in here. We are gonna have close to 50 coal. It's been a long time since I've been in this cave, so it makes sense. Even on interloper, sooner or later, all of this respawns. Just gonna take all of it. Even if we're heavy now. I'm just gonna leave the coal outside. It's good to pick it all up so we can get even more next time we go through. But we're probably gonna head back pretty quickly. I mean, I mostly just want to go to Desolation Point. Welcome in, don't be a tool. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Okay, I'm gonna go the long way just to carry, or just to find more coal. Emily was very decent, except of course the fact that her mother dumped her father because she was having a thing with none other than the pool cleaner. Okay, so maybe at least some family members then. Probably why she had trust issues. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another thing, right? Cheating is already not a good thing, but when it affects the children, it's even worse. Yeah. You were young. But like if you're dealing with somebody that just kind of stalks you, there is no right age to be at. Deal with that. Yeah, always affects their children, yeah. Absolutely. Poor Will huffing and puffing like that, yeah. It's crazy how much louder he is, right, with the broken ribs. I typically don't mind Will making sounds. Like, some people don't play Will specifically for that. I don't mind it when he does not have broken ribs. With broken ribs, it's pretty intense. I think I'm just gonna... Actually, you know what? We are not that heavy, I might just camp it. We're gonna make it maybe to Quonset before it gets dark. We are not too far, but there could be some wolves on our way there, so I need to be careful. Our condition is fine, though. We are very likely to survive a struggle even if it happened. But on interloper, you are never really guaranteed to survive a struggle unless you carry wear the ballistic vest, which I typically don't because it's just too heavy. And it's also non-repairable, which is kind of a big deal. The response is she was young and he could have learned, but you didn't want to invest the time. Oh, yeah. Well, that's... I mean, that's totally valid still, right? Like, nobody should feel forced. Commit to more than they want to. Like, if you don't want the same thing, you just break up. How it is. Yeah, and eventually you found your right one anyways. All worked out in the end. You like Will making loud sounds. It's just that I don't notice them. Typically, sounds do not bother me, Manson. And even this doesn't bother me that much, but sometimes when it's quiet, right? When I stop speaking, and when I try to think about what the hell am I supposed to do now, and I hear this constant breathing, this constant loud breathing, it's... As I do, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. I missed the joke. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's from pain, though. I think it's from pain. I never had a broken rib. So I don't know how much it hurts. I guess it hurts a lot more when you are carrying 45 kilos of crap and moving across half the island. Ideally, you're just lying down, resting. But no time for that in a survival game. Hope you're doing well as I do. We are dealing with our broken ribs. I think you may have been here, right, when it happened. Yeah. Will did not have the best days in Ash Canyon, so we decided to leave. Since being in Ash Canyon with broken ribs is kind of pointless, I wanted to visit Miner's Folly, kill the bear there, maybe set up. But now that I have broken ribs, it's not an option. So I decided to leave, and we're gonna head to Desolation Point, which we did not explore on this run yet. Yeah, broken ribs are supposed to hurt a lot, I can imagine. It's probably not great. Come here, bunny. We don't smell enough, so why not?
I'm gonna have to leave.
Every breath hurts, yeah. Then I would actually expect him to breathe like faster and like more shallow breath. Because probably taking a deep breath hurts more. That's what I would expect. Even you, welcome in. How are you doing? How's it going? It's going well so far today, but we actually didn't achieve much, to be honest. We are just kind of moving slowly through the map, you know. Ash Canyon to Desolation Point is actually quite a trek, especially since our carry capacity is lowered by 11.25 kilos because of the broken ribs. And we decided to just cook the remainder of the bear we had in Timberwolf Mountain, because we got good weather there, got Magellan's weather, so we decided to use it. So that's mostly what we did, and now we just keep moving. We actually were in one struggle today, though. In Ash Canyon, I had some trouble with wolves when I was trying to leave, and I didn't handle that properly. But I did hit the wolf, I just didn't hit the headshot. So it was a really easy struggle. It was like half a second and it died pretty much instantly. Struggle, it was fine. Yeah, more shallow, yeah. That's what I would expect exactly, so... That's maybe slightly inaccurate, but... I mean, those are the details I don't care about too much. But I imagine carrying so much stuff and walking around does not help here. Quick question, can you craft with ruined hides? I believe so. I actually never tried it myself, or at least not recently, to remember it. But I think I remember other people trying it. You might not be able to see the curing percentage if the hides get ruined before they cure, but they should keep curing as long as you drop them inside. And they should be usable in crafting, but I am not like 100% sure. And I guess the wolf did catch up to me. I purposefully took this route. I could have gone the up route through the lookout, but that's a much tighter area, and there is a bear nearby. You can see the steps. This bear is guaranteed to spawn, I believe, so like he's always here unless we kill him. It must have respawned, I think we killed it before. Actually cause pneumonia if you break your ribs. Yeah, that kind of stuff probably wouldn't work in TLD, right? Like, technically, if you just fall off a cliff, you could break your limbs. Like, what would you do in TLD if that happened? It would be kind of a game over. Yeah, I don't breathe properly, don't cough correctly since it hurts. Gotta hug your waist while coughing, yeah. Well, it is treated with bandages, right? I imagine we tie those bandages around our chest. Kind of compress it, maybe. I'm not sure what else would the bandages be for. You don't think we can? Only because once they get ruined, they stop curing. Do they stop curing? I thought they kept curing. You just can't see the progress. But yeah, I usually drop my hides before that happens, so like I never really experienced it, to be honest. So I'm like not play. I hear a wolf getting scared, which means we either get a moose or a bear down there. I hear a bear. The wolves go that way, which is perfect. They cannot really reach us. I can just sit here, to be honest. It got scared there, so the bear must be close, but I do not see it. Okay, all these wolves are heading that way, which is...
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, we can eat in the meantime, why not? No, 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 there's a wolf very close. I can hear steps. We need to keep going. Ooh. I think I was paying attention. Now, where's the bear? The wolves got scared over here, but I do not see the bear. I think I should tap crouch. Do I have a chance the wolf or the bear will not spot me? Oh, it's there. Look at that. That's an unusual pet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't come here. We're almost in Quonset. I'm not gonna hunt the bear because I cannot sprint. Combining my sprint penalty with broken ribs is just... man. Yeah, let me finish eating this. YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Ah, Sarah. This confidence. The bandages are no longer recommended to can take deep breaths. Oh, I see. If you found a ruined cured hide though, you could use it in crafting, no problem. Another thing I'm wondering, like you can pre-craft items, right? I am carrying this bow, it is pre-crafted, it's like 5 minutes away from finishing crafting, and bows do not decay passively, so this is fine. But you can do this with clothing, right? You could do like a bear coat, don't finish crafting it, and it does decay. I wonder if that somehow decayed completely, if it was no longer craftable. That would kind of suck, but I never tried it. Okay, let me... want to harvest the bunny. Will's grunting is killing you, yeah. You're not the only one. And we are still... like, we're not even halfway through. After tonight, we will be close to being halfway through Urinate, but it really takes a long time. It really does. For the love of God. I know, right? It's loud. I wonder if I can lower the voice a little bit while he's still this loud. Can we do that? Audio. There is voice. Get down it to 50. A little better. Yeah, it's better. I mean, he's not gonna stop, right? And I do not want to mute him completely, but I think this is better. Go with this. Sometimes. Oh, come on. Will is not that bad. Only when he has broken ribs, and Esther is pretty bad when she has broken ribs too. She is also loud. Broken ribs. It's just... yeah. Will is always not annoying. Come on, don't slander my Willy, you scumfidus. Just like you are always nice. Yeah, you know what? That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I think we agree on that, both of us. Esther yells a lot. Oh, Esther is super annoying when she has burns or like food poisoning, right? Yeah, that's oof. When she has food poisoning, she's actually really, really bad. Like, yeah, I feel like she's worse than Will in food poisoning and burns, and maybe parasites too. I will slander your Willy is annoying. It's not, come on. Ooh, Magdalene's weather. Do we have anything to cook? Only these rabbits. Like it's not worth dealing with. But I might not have enough water here. Maybe I'm gonna still make some water.
Need snow if the hypothermia.
How's our water situation? Ugh. I mean, it's sufficient. But since we have such nice weather, I still feel like maybe we should try it. But I don't seem to be having... I don't have any stash. Why? My firewood situation is horrible in here. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep going. Am I so heavy again? They're carrying something. Oh, 38 coal. Okay, my firewood situation is not that bad anymore. A lot better. So maybe I could make some water. Just a little bit. It's still really cold to head outside anyway, right? It's minus 23. Yeah. Wait. That is raw meat. Isn't it? No, it's just cooked. Oh, these are warm, I think. Oh, Loopy. I think another wolf just aggroed on us anyway. He's Loopy. Can drop the coal, we need that. I'm just gonna keep it here, just stash it. Gonna get more. Evil, evil Loopy. Food arrived. You just came here to redeem the thing. Wait. Oh, okay. I placed it here. All good. No worries. Run away. Okay, looks safe. Start a fire. clearly just here to light this fire. I'm gonna cook inside. I don't like cooking outside in Quonset because there is no fully windproof spot. And I just don't feel like risking wind ruining my fire. On Maglands only, it's a much bigger deal, right? I can't just start a fire at any point. When I do get Maglands weather, I need to make sure the fire lasts long enough for me to do what I need. But yeah, I really would just want to do... Let's just do 4 liters and then probably go. It's an hour and a half. So that's not too much. It's almost enough. I think I'm gonna spend another stick. And what can we do here? Do we need any mending on this? Not too much. This could use some mending actually. But I mean, we might not succeed. It's, 2 hours 52 minutes. I think I'm just gonna leave it in here. Maybe we'll do it later on our way back. We can still survive on this for a little bit. It's not that bad. Could also craft like a fresh... craft a fresh barrel, right? Because this is still the update that only requires 1 bear hide to craft a coat. We are still playing on the old version. But I think I'm just going to wait for this. So that's like an hour and then maybe we're just gonna make some arrow shafts. And I think I want to leave the quality tools in there. I need to bring them with me everywhere. So arrow shafts, let's do this 1 hour. Ooh, sounds really windy outside now. Could be a blizzard. That is a blizzard. So I think we're gonna be staying for a little longer than we originally wanted. We can do the ending that we originally wanted to do. This is a good opportunity for that. We're gonna have to use all this coal, because we don't really have any more firewood. Oh, how long does this take again? 2 hours 9 minutes. That is quite long actually. Quite long. And we are not guaranteed success, but it's only 30%, so we are already way past repairing it. Need to do it sooner or later, so this is a good time to do it, I think. We should probably repair the snow pants too. It's 0.6 degrees. I think I'm gonna go for that too, unless I don't have any more cloth here. Long cloth. Yeah, I'm slowly wasting my cloth, but do you think the 1 bear hide code was just an accident? Yeah, it definitely was, yeah. I mean, they reverted it already, right? This is just the old save file, so it's still there. We're glad they changed it back. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people really liked that it was just 1, but I think it was too strong. Also glad they changed it, to be honest. So... Can I boil more in 2 hours 9 minutes? I think I can. Hopefully it won't boil away, but I guess we're gonna see. Prepare. And I don't know, this one might get ruined. How much condition does it take? 20% I would guess. Quickly, 8 minutes. Okay, we made it. And we did repair it. Sounds like it was just a quick blizzard actually. It already ended, so... I might repair this snow pants in Desolation Point. I'm gonna take that 1 cloth with me. I'm gonna stash all these in here. We're not gonna need them in Desolation Point, I think, so let's not carry that. I'm gonna stash this too. Maybe we can make some more birch bark before we leave. That's not such a bad idea. Oh, we don't really have enough time for that. Let's still do this. Yeah, let's do this one. I'm gonna pick up the other pod already. We're gonna carry 2 of them. We have not been to the Resolution Point, so a pry bar makes sense to bring there. I think I'm gonna leave the hunting knife here. And this is something I could potentially mark. Second thing. Knife in Quonset. Because these are the only 2 knives we will ever have, right? Like, I don't want to forget it somewhere. Typically we're fine carrying only 1, but eventually it's gonna decay. That's 2 liters actually. 2 liters might be enough. Oh no! This is fine. Works nicely. This is gonna stay warm. The bug with permanently warmed this is still present on the version. Painkiller. I can drop these, I don't need them anymore. Anything else I want to drop? Oh yeah, the charcoal for sure, 24. I might leave like 2, who knows? Maybe we'll do some mapping. If you like it. I've never actually mapped all the regions. Well, I would like to try that one day, but right now that's not the priority. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. Weather's great. Just listening in for wolves. I'm gonna go out the other entrance. It actually feels safer to me. This one is always... like, I can't see to almost any direction, so I don't know how far the wolves are. I also feel like I should... first before we go. That way it will be less smelly, less heavy. Take my bow out and crouch. They're coming from there, all of them. I guess that's where the whole pack is. So I think I should be safe going this way. There is a memento here. I think I already looted it a long time ago. It's empty. They must have looted it. Yeah. Go to Desolation Point. Never been there on this. The weather's pretty good right now. Hope it holds. A campfire maybe? I think I killed a bear here before. Could be a campfire. Looks kind of aggressive. It's already moving faster. Really like Quonset as the main base, but on Stalker it's unplayable. Yeah, like the wolves always spawn close by. Quonset's pretty good, yeah. Just kind of on the edge of the map, almost, right? Like it's near Desolation Point, and Desolation Point is like the very edge of the map. But yeah, as a regional base, I really only use the cottages, or like the fishing village or whatever it's called, and Quonset. Typically I always just make my base wherever the workbench is. It just makes sense. I think the weather just changed to cloudy. Still snowing, but I think it's open. These transitions sometimes look really strange, right? Like, it's Sometimes you can see snow falling even when the weather's clear. Like they should be maybe a little slower. Transitions just happen too fast. Never short of food though, just short of ammo instead. Yeah, I mean food's never really a problem, right? Especially late game. There's so much food, even on Interloper. Originally that used to be a problem. I should have crouched. I'm being greedy now, like I shouldn't be hunting bunnies when there's a wolf on my tail, but I just can't help it. Funny. Okay, I think we have enough time to snap its neck. Yeah, it's close to beach coming too. But that's why I actually prefer the... What, another bunny? I think so, but the music stopped playing. Because that's kind of where I start my beachcombing trip, right? I start in Quonset and then I make my way all the way to Desolation Point and then back. The only problem is I think the Blizzard beachcombing, the new Blizzard beachcombing is kind of bugged sometimes. Coastal. And in Coastal only. Where sometimes you get a Blizzard but you don't get the loot refresh. Or for some reason. I never noticed it happen in any of the other coastal regions. Desolation Point seems to work just fine. I actually really like Desolation Point as a base, because beachcombing there is just so good. It's quite a compact region, but there's so many beachcombing spots. It's just too bad it's on the very edge of the map. New location, yeah, so we have clearly not been here. Not even in Crumbling Highway. Done. And yeah, we still have hours of daylight, we can reach just fine. But I need to be careful in Crumbling Highway, because you can sometimes not see the wolves coming in here, right? I think I am going to take the coastal route, maybe do some beachcombing. We still have the old beachcombing on this version though. This is before the beachcombing update. So it's not going to be anything too exciting, even though we just had a blizzard. With all the crows. Okay, looks clear. You smell with 2 bars actually, so this region is small enough to alert most of the wolves around here when we smell this much. Since the blizzard refresh happened while Tomasina was interacting with some beachcombing loot. Yeah, I saw a clip of Fish harvesting some deer, and he was doing it when the blizzard was starting. Then it switched to a corpse. And it looked like he was harvesting a corpse. A really funny clip. Yeah, the refresh just happened suddenly, and it should happen when the blizzard fully starts. Like when it fully transitions into a blizzard, right? But sometimes in Coastal Highway it seems to happen. I don't know why. Yeah, I think she was interacting with disappeared and was replaced with something else. Yeah, I just like in the clip. Oh. What's that? Oh, a baseball cap. For a second I thought there was a reishi mushroom. I was really confused. I have never seen a reishi mushroom on beachcombing. Oh, okay. Very... Maybe they changed these zones. I feel like this is still accessible to the current version, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Cairn. Never collected all the cairns one day. That's some serious effort. Time to leave. Have a great evening, guys. And you have a great evening too, Kern. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, look, RNG matches. Okay. I mean, this is a Megalon's only run, but I still like to see matches. Just, you know, as a trophy or something. So I think I'll just map this. We have some time. Weather's good. We can do a little bit of mapping here. Where are all the wolves though? Not seen a single wolf so far. Are we in Black Rocky yet? No, Sarah, we are not in Black Rocky. This is confidence. But we are almost in Desolation Point. I'm sorry, Sarah, but we can't be in Black Rocky all the time. I'm almost thinking of coming up with a Black Rocky only challenge. Oh, we're gonna hit Black Rocky sooner or later in the Wolf Wrangler challenge that I want to try. I was even considering a Black Rock start. We'll see. I have not given it enough thought. It won't be... yeah, Black Rocky challenge. Maybe we can come up with something. We'll call it the Anti-Sarah challenge. Because you love Black Rocky so much. You can collect matches as a part of the run and see how many you can get at the end. Yeah, I like to hoard everything, Capybara-san. Like, even though I don't use... yeah, my soft restriction is typically to not use any items that cannot be renewed. It's a sort of a soft restriction, like sometimes I'm willing to use some items. Some items are like completely off limits, like stims I would never use on this run. I would rather lose the run than use the stims. So you can never find me carrying one, even though stims are amazing. I never have them on me because of that reason. But yeah, the plan is to eventually maybe hoard all the stuff in like a main location. We'll choose some nice main base. Once we have the Travois, we will deal with that. This is still before the Travois was added. So all this moving loot around bases between regions is just very slow. I don't bother with it. For now, I'm just kind of looting regions, and the goal is to get all the mementos, and then we'll see. But yeah, Black Rocky challenge would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm just not sure what it would be. What we could do in Black Rocky would make for an interesting challenge. But we're definitely gonna visit Black Rocky on Wolf Wrangler, because I think killing Timberwolves makes sense. Wrangler, because they are very... they spot the player very easily, right? Compared to Black Wolves. Like, they spot you from so far away, and on Wolf Wrangler you want the wolves to come to you, basically. So Timberwolves are great for the challenge. So I feel like Blackrock and Black Inlet are kind of a must-have to hit. Oh yeah, I can't really spawn in Blackrock, right? Because I need... I have to think about it, but like I will not have any way of killing the wolves by spawning Blackrock, so that's not gonna work. I mean, there are noisemakers. I don't think if they... I think they're allowed on Wolf Wrangler though, so it doesn't matter. But it would be interesting to just kill them with noisemakers and nothing else. Yeah, boom cans. You always need 2 boom cans to kill a single wolf. Like, there's no variation. As long as you hit, of course. At the end of this area. Is this even a named location? I don't remember. Check. You gotta try and kill a bear moose with a boom can. Oh yeah, you're gonna need many boom cans for that. A bear takes 10 boom cans, a moose takes 8 boom cans. So better make a bunch. An aura bear takes, I think, 15 boom cans. I might kill that bunny too. I almost died to Timbys on this run badge, literally used to Timbs. That was a different run as I do. This run was shelved for a while. I stopped playing this when Dawn of Contamination came out. I shelved this run. And then we were doing a scurvy loper run, and I was totally fine using the stims there, yeah. But you do have a good memory, yes. I was totally fine using stims on that one. But yes, if I did that kind of stuff on this run, I would die. I would die. But to be fair, I would be a lot more careful on this run. I was just kind of messing around on that one. If I fight Timber Wolves, I'm just gonna pay attention to not do what I did back then. But hey, still, we survived, right? We were prepared for the occasion, even though it didn't go too well. I'm not sure if they changed it though, Sarah. Like, I don't remember the boom cans being any different. Okay, I must remember to not enter... what is the place called? Ooh, can opener. I must not enter Hibernia, because Hibernia has a guaranteed battery that will not spawn if we enter it now, because the batteries are not there yet, right? They added them in a future update. We will need those batteries for the first tale. I have found 0 batteries in all the cars. I think cars do not have batteries on this version yet. Interloper. Because I searched most of the cars, all of Blackrock Mountain Town, not a single battery across all regions, even in Blackrock, 0 batteries. So I'm thinking there are no batteries at all. Either that or we are extremely unlucky. So I must be careful to not bug locations that should have guaranteed batteries once we update the game. And Hibernia is one of them. So I simply cannot enter the interior at all. So we're gonna check all of Desolation Point minus Hibernia. When you first saw science done on it, it was already injured bear and 1 boom cam on the moose. Maybe they changed it then. Maybe they changed it. Maybe it was like not fixed amount. Maybe it was kind of like a flare gun, right? Like it could crit and just insta-kill something. But these days it's fixed damage. And interestingly enough, it's like the same damage for Aurora Animal. It's typically not the case. Aurora Animals take like 25% less damage from all sources. Like rifles, I think even from... Oh wait, I'm actually not sure. Maybe in struggles they don't take 25% less damage, but from all the weapons you can shoot, they typically do. But from boomcans they don't, which is strange. They added it with Signal Void. Yeah, the guaranteed batteries were added on purpose with Signal Void. So you would not find yourself in a situation where you would not have enough batteries. But even that didn't work properly, because if you had an existing save, the batteries just wouldn't spawn. I think Zach asked me about this in one of my videos, because I mentioned the battery was guaranteed, right? In the radio tower, but Zach mentioned he could not find a battery there, but it was a long run. And that's how we found out that these batteries do not spawn on existing grounds if you visited the location. And that's really good to know on long runs like this, because I really would like to do everything, right? This is supposed to be a long run. I don't want to be locked out of the tail. And if we don't get enough batteries, that could happen. Luckily, since I did the tourney, the battery tourney that was by a trail recently, I kind of learned where all the guaranteed batteries are, and I'm purposefully trying to avoid the location. I think the outdoor locations are fine though. Like if I visit Desolation Point, there is an outdoor battery that's also guaranteed. I think that one won't be bugged, but I'm not sure. If it will be, we might be in trouble still. Because in that case I might not be able to find 6 batteries, and that's just gonna be bad. I do not want to search this if I can avoid it for some potentially RNG flasks. I'm just gonna avoid searching these tool drawers since I learned flasks can be in them. So I'm not gonna search them until I update to the version that added flasks. Probably they changed it because it was very OP. Yeah, but the boom cans are also really hard to make, right? So I didn't have any problem with it. To be honest, with how rare they are, they require gunpowder and everything. Have any rope? I would be totally fine with it. Are they? Well, on interloper, yeah. I guess on lower difficulties they are not that rare, because you can find a bunch of. Ooh, nice. You can find a bunch of gunpowder there. But on interloper, it gets pretty rough. Like, gunpowder is theoretically renewable, but it's really just theoretical because it's so rare. I think you can find dusting sulfur and stamp remover only on the big ship that spawns, and even then, most of the containers are empty on interloper. So it's really just theoretical. It doesn't make any sense. Which come for gunpowder on interloper. We forgot how expensive they would be on a low run. Yeah, like on low run, resources can be pretty scarce. Another steak. I'm really smelly. I mean, 3 bars. I'm gonna attract everything in this freaking region. Need to be careful. Nothing. Oh, okay. Look at this. We found our first battery ever. So it's really just the first patch that did not have the batteries. That's unfortunate. I did upgrade this game by like 1 patch, because I suspected the first patch did not have batteries, and it turns out it is probably the case. So in this patch we can already find batteries, which is good news. There's 1 battery. It's just that we bugged a lot of our cars already, because I searched most of the cars already before I updated the game, unfortunately, so I probably wasted like 5 batteries and not. Gotta keep that battery on me, absolutely not. The turn is over. Absolutely not bringing them on top of Timber Mountain summit. Oop. Highway. Such a random place. That did not give me much. I usually like to carry 3. Let's pick up our smelly stuff. I think I could beachcomb. Maybe we're gonna sleep in Riken tonight. We'll see. This looks like potentially a blizzard though. The weather's changing quickly, so I may wanna hurry up. Move in. We're already kind of heavy. Ooh, 48? Wait, what? Oh, it's the coal. I'm gonna drop it. I can drop it here in the mine. I don't want to carry 30 coal with me. Way too heavy for that. Tried looking for videos you saw back in 2021. It's later on YouTube who did some science on the boom cans. Their animals are already injured. A single boom can could kill them. They definitely nerfed it. Yeah, or maybe there's some hidden mechanic if you injure it. You know, it's difficult because if you injure it, it could simply mean it was really low on HP, and it was just enough for the single gun to kill it. That's probably what happens, or they nerfed it, as you say. Or it's an accident, right? Like when they did the code split, a lot of stuff accidentally broke. Like this thing here, right? Apparently it was an accident. This one bear hide requirement for bear coat. this is a good place to drop off for coal. I'm gonna leave this as well, just way too heavy. Oh. Okay, wolfies are already coming, so I need to be careful. I'm gonna drink while I still have the chance. Oh, he's coming here. Okay. They both got scared. That's some bear code RNG right there. Ooh, okay. Didn't have luck killing anything with just the boom cans. They would just get scared the boom cans were used alone. Yeah, that's what always happens when you use a boom can. I kind of wanted those saplings, but screw it. There's those walls there, and we are over encumbered. It's getting dark. I want to beachcomb. They just DR each other. I think I just got lucky with my bear coat. Yeah, but it should be 2 boom cans per wolf, right? So you need to throw the boom can. It scares the wolf. I think we're gonna stay in the lighthouse since the weather got really bad now. I'm gonna beachcomb this side though. That's what we get. Man, I got a blizzard in Desolation Point. This region does not get blizzards very often, but I guess we got unlucky. You have also scared yourself using a boom can. Oh, wish we had a clip of that. Forgot to throw it. I think that happened to all of us at some point, right? Like, it's one of those few items that you can kind of hurt yourself with it. Back in 2021, yeah. I guess a lot of people did that. I wonder if you were low on condition and did that, if you would just get a death message that was like, you died to a noisemaker. That would be a really interesting death. Okay, so far I say absolutely nothing. Nothing worth beachcombing. And I think we're nearing the lighthouse. Maybe we can make it all the way to the Riken. It's a little risky because hitting the Riken from this spot is difficult. And blizzard. And I cannot go to Hibernia as I explained before. Because of the battery. So I think going to the lighthouse makes the most sense. I'm just gonna pick up all of this. And we're gonna head this way. I think I'm already past the lighthouse. I'm gonna have to watch where I am. I see a tall cliff here. That could be the one with the lighthouse. Oh, kind of sound like a wolf walking. Yeah, I think this is the lighthouse one. I don't quite... Okay, that is... Yeah, that is it. This can be even goaded. I can already see the bridge. Don't forget the steam. No, sorry, I'm just going to pick up the lamp oil. Because I prefer the lamp oil over the steam, right? Jeez, what a scumpidus. I can't believe I forgot the steam. I still can't believe it. I did it on my tournament run. And that cost me some extra time. Like, wow. Your bad eating habits caught up with you and led you to scaring yourself into a heart attack with a boom can. Try a better diet in the future. Okay, made it. Now we are all warm and cozy. The lantern fuel is very important, yeah. It's not like we need it. We have plenty. Unfortunately, we are not tired enough to sleep the whole night, so that's not great. Can I mend anything? There's not enough time. Actually, maybe I could mend the ski pants. No pants. Ooh. Our starting book. Maybe we have something to do now. Book. And we're even going to read it. Oh, Loopy, come on. There are no moose inside. I didn't know that. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your beer. You love that book? Well, you love all books, Sarah. There it is. That silly stim we forgot the last time. We got it. How's our clothing? It's quite wet. It was very much a confidence move to forget a stim. I know. Oh. Boss. What did you eat, Loopy? Hi Dad, welcome in. How are you? Long time no see. Anything hidden in here? Nope. So we're not gonna have the recipe in here since an old save. Not even gonna search for it. Please find something up there. Could happen. Yeah. Come on, give me some coffee. Nope. No coffee for Bashi. How sad. A break for studies and now back for a few days. Oh, I hope it goes well. We had a sushi. Oh, Loopy. You didn't share. Confidus. I think we can read 1 hour. A coffee-less bash, yep. I mean, we can't use coffee on this run anyway, right? Because coffee is not renewable, but coffee is still nice to find. It's still a nice, I don't know, decoration in a base. You know, when you come into your main base and you just see a bunch of coffee stacked up. That alone warms you up. Yeah, poor Bash. Get any coffee. So, let me read this for 1 hour. Should be able to do that because before it gets too dark. There we go. And we have 2 rabbits to prepare as well. Oh, let's this is what I don't like about the harvesting charges. See? 0.8 kilos. So what I typically like to do is harvest the whole 0.8 and stop halfway. So that way I get 2 meat pieces that are the same size. And I cannot do that anymore ever since they changed the harvesting. Which is quite annoying, to be honest. Why pick December 2022 patch? Any special reasons? Yeah, there is a special reason for that. And that's this specifically, this hunting knife. This Coviction sweater, these snow pants. Basically, we are hunting for all these invisible items, right? If you remember when the DLC came out, there were a bunch of invisible items. People were finding climbing socks, they were finding revolvers on interloper, and we are basically hunting all of those special items down. It took me a lot of restarts to get the right save with all the stuff that can have these special items. You need to be on loot table 2 to get all the revolvers, so I needed a special loot table, and I just needed the right loot spawn in HRV. But we managed to get it done. We got pretty much all the clothing, but there's still some minor items we need to collect. I have not collected all the revolvers. I have not prioritized those because they do not decay, so like I'm in no rush to collect them. As long as I don't update the game, they will be there. I was rushing for the clothing mainly, because finding ruined red underwear would just hurt way too much. You're a very happy Loop now. Oh yeah, you must be after sushi. I had lasagna today. But it was actually not very good. It was pretty bad for lasagna, being honest. Was pretty disappointed in it. I was looking forward to eating it and it was like, probably not gonna do it again. You'll get sushi once you get paid. Can't wait for payday. Oh yeah, treat yourself, Sarah. Treat yourself. You did mention you got a pay rise, right? So Enjoy. I don't get why you keep losing connection. Only one reason comes to mind. Was there a problem with the stream again? Did something happen? It's like Easter eggs, cool to have such bugs. Yeah. We are trying to turn this into our main run, so we are going for all this cool stuff. How can a lasagna be bad? It was bad for a lasagna, Loopy. It was bad for a lasagna. I still ate it, but like, I expected better from lasagna. I had lasagna the other week as well, and it was much better. Like, I was on a high from it for the rest of the day. It was that good. But I ordered from a different place, and it was much cheaper. I was like, oh great, the price is good. But now I found out why the price was cheaper. The lasagna was just not good. I'm not gonna order from there again, unfortunately. Too bad, because yeah, the price was really good, but it was very mediocre. It's not until April 1st, Loopy. Oh, April 1st, so yeah, so your paycheck is gonna be a joke, but a good one, I guess. You're gonna be laughing at the joke. You know what they say, serve you around here when you ask lasagna? Jeez, I kind of do. Not for you, okay, so I think it was on your side then, Zed. Why are all of you people eating delicious foods? Well, you gotta treat yourself sometimes, alright? And now that you got a pay raise, you should do the same. You deserve it, you scumpidus. Okay, I think we passed enough time to go to sleep. I'm just gonna drop the items that can cure, which is fresh guts, fresh pelts, and now I need to find the bed. There it is. Let me fill up my thirst bar for 10 hours. We can sleep probably for only 9, but you could cook lasagna yourself, Bashi. Well, first, I don't have an oven, I told you. Yeah, if you had an oven. Second, I'm not much of a cook. I could try it. I'm sure eventually I would get it right, but the first time I would make lasagna, it would be... I don't even want to imagine. It would be suffering. I'm gonna leave all of this stuff in here, I think. Or this is the stuff I don't need. We're gonna drop the firewood. I'm gonna drop some of the clothing, maybe. I kind of want to harvest this, to be honest. I'm gonna leave all of this light clothing on me. This is kind of heavy. And yeah, these I'm gonna keep. Maybe I could leave the raw food in here as well. Like, I don't need to carry it with me. And we just smell way too much when we carry this. Okay, anything else? Maybe I'm just gonna leave the rabbit pelts in. And we can actually... You will. Good, you confidence. Good. Got served mac and cheese when I ordered carbonara. Also lost how many places spelled cordon bleu wrong. Well, yeah, okay, but that doesn't mean it has to taste bad, right? Like, the first thing just sounds like a messed up order. I guess that sometimes happens. Gonna drop anything I don't need. It is mostly just these two things. The rest is... Oh yeah, okay, we wanted to cure this. Let it cure here. And I think we are kind of ready to go. Let's some beach coming, see where we get. Why do you not have a freaking oven? I know, right? My apartment is weird. I think it used to be a hotel, so the rooms are weird, you know. That's the reason, I think. Like, you don't typically have an oven in a hotel, right? But you do have a bidet. That's why I have a bidet, but I don't have an oven. You tried this game called Fears to Fathom? No, never heard of it. You thought it was called Gordon Blue. Okay, so yeah, if I want to annoy Motorola, I just need to say Gordon Blue. Good. Got it. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Once you heard somebody spell it condom blue. Wow. Pita is better than an oven. You know, maybe I agree because like you can always order food you can't make, but you can't really order the service that is provided by the bidet, right? Well, yeah, bidet is nice. And even if you could order the service that's done by the bidet, you probably wouldn't want it. Your lantern is better than Steam, you are a weird Beshi. Thank you, Sarah, thank you. I happen to be a weird school. Yeah, you're right. You don't even have a table oven. I don't. I mean, I could buy it, right? But I never needed it that badly. It's just not worth investing into for me. I wouldn't use it that often. Ordering is so expensive. Yeah, I mean, it can be. It depends. But you can just, you know, like, I live in an area that has plenty of restaurants nearby. I don't have to order the delivery. Save the money. I could just order the food. It's still, of course, more expensive than making it yourself. But yeah, I'm not a great cook anyway, so I feel like it's not that bad to treat yourself every now and then. I want to harvest those bunnies. Well, at Gordon Blue, they try to annoy me. Well, hey, if it gets a laughing reaction out of you, that's still good. Why did you stop? Ugh. I hate it when I aim for the bunny and it just stops just when I'm about to shoot the rock. It's so annoying. Takeaway is expensive, yeah. I guess it depends on location. Like, for loopy takeaway must be brutal, right, in Switzerland. How much does typical takeaway food cost in Switzerland, loopy? I wanna know. Is it like 50 francs, maybe? That'll be... Oh, come on, are you kidding me? That bunny does not want to die, but now it's personal. I would rather freeze to death than let this bunny live. It must go down after all this missing. It's just personal. Where's my phone? Where did it go? You missed. Shush. This bunny is horrible. Like, I always miss this bunny. I feel like naming it. Because it's always hanging around in this stupid area with the hills. And it's just so annoying to target him. Like, I cannot target him here. It's gonna... Oh my god, did you see it? Did you see that little bastard? It changed the direction when I threw the rock. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here, you little bastard. Come here. But you were eating 3 pizzas per week. No, not always, Loopy. Not always. Like, if I order pizza and fries, it will cost the same as my groceries for 1 to 1.5 weeks. Really? Okay. Okay. It's just me. It's just me. I should have did this, right? It's just me. At this point. I'm gonna try it from far away. Yeah, okay. I guess I just need to throw random shots from far away. That worked well enough. The bunny is named Little Bastard. You like cooking when you're feeling good, yeah. That's another thing, whether you like cooking, right? Like, I don't enjoy cooking. Baking, I think I might enjoy a bit more. Because baking is not a regular thing you would need to do, right? Cooking just feels like a chore because it's regular. I kind of like to not do it as often as I can. But baking is different. Like, I wouldn't mind baking some brownies. Sounds pretty good. Look at how cheap everything was in Hungary when you were there. Got absolutely plastered for no money every night for a week straight, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It can really depend on location, right? Margarita costs 18 euros alone. Yeah, that's definitely more expensive than here. But it's cheaper than I expected, to be honest, for Switzerland. What the frick? Those little bastards, both of them. Keep moving on. Which is the same or more expensive than Western Europe now? Oh, come on. There's no wolves here. Rent skyrocketed, food skyrocketed. The latest stats show Bulgaria took us over in consumption per capita. Yeah, I feel like inflation hit really hard many countries. It was really bad here too. Rents are really bad too. Oh man, we are freezing. We need to go to... What's it called? Actually, we could go to the trailer too. We can visit the trailer, just not the Hibernia proper. We'll be fine. Used to make your own bread a lot. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I honestly am really picky about bread. Like, I like fresh bread. If bread is older than 12 hours, I'm like, I'll eat it, but I don't particularly enjoy it. But fresh bread is amazing. And Bunny is Night of Desolation Point. Well, it's been killed. It's been slaughtered now. Love baking and cooking. You need to do it more. Oh yeah, baking. Baking is great. That steak is not worth it. If I could sprint, I would do it. For it. Just not worth it. Find cheap booze if you look around, cheaper than UK. Don't know about Danish booze prices. Well, Sarah goes to buy booze to Germany, so I imagine booze prices are insane in Denmark then. In southern Italy, a margarita costs between 4 and 6 euros. Oh, that's quite affordable for sure. But I mean, it makes sense, right? Like the wages are lower in southern Italy, then of course food is also gonna be lower. If margarita cost 18 euros in southern Italy, who would buy it? But he would be able to afford it. Yeah. It's tied to income. Like you can't make 5k a month on average, eat pizzas for 5 euros, right? That would be the dream, but yeah. Danish beer can be pretty cheap, but it depends how shitty you want it. Yeah, it depends how low you want to go, of course. But I mean, like regular, right? Average store brand stuff. Maybe. Yeah. Thank you for the redeem. We cannot go inside. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna maybe drop some items here. Catch up with chat. Yeah, that's why I go to Germany. And what should you bake this weekend? Baking cookies, that sounds good, yeah. I really like brownies. And I think you mentioned you are really good at making brownies. I would say go for that. You know what? I'm gonna harvest these bunnies inside. Who's is cheap in Germany? Oh yeah, it depends where though, right? Like in restaurants it can be expensive. In like Munich, when I visited Munich, it was expensive. Like, wow. But then when I was in northern, it was pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. Time to go. Okay. Catch you soon, Loopy. See you soon. Harvest this bunny. Never think about baking cookies, you do it right away. That's the rule. Yeah, because you're gonna change your mind. You make a mean brownie. Man. Oh, I love brownies. Damn. I wish I could make a mean brownie. Everybody asks for the recipe. I'm not asking for the recipe, I'm asking for the brownie. I'm too lazy to bake it. You're allowed to drink with 16 stuff like beer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can drink, like, legally drink. Because it's a common thing for kids to, like, drink something at weddings and stuff. Younger. When they're under supervision. And sometimes when they're not, but yeah. It's like legal to drink from 16. You have it handwritten in your little cookbook. You have a cookbook. That's nice. Procrastinate a lot. That's also why you have sleep for dinner a lot of nights. Oh, come on, Sarah. And you are giving me crap for not eating breakfast properly sometimes. While you do this, come on, Sarah. Eat proper dinner. Get an air fryer and bake cookies. You know, the thing is, where I live, I didn't expect to stay here for so long. Like, I just kind of moved here and I was like, I might look for an apartment later. And then it never happened. And I've been here for years now. I keep telling to myself, yeah, I'm just gonna buy some more stuff when I move. I never move. You sent me a virtual piece of brownie. Thank you, Sarah. You're the sweetest. Here in Denmark, we technically don't have a legal drinking age. We got a legal buying age. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Buying age. So, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, if parents buy it for their kids and it's under supervision. You want me to eat Scumpfidus? Why would I eat you, Sarah? Come on. I would not want to eat you. We want to have you around, you know? But yeah, okay, we saved here. And we're gonna raid Loopy because I want to see her play Outer Wilds. So I don't want to miss anything. Let's be real quick about it. I hope she's on already. Let me check real quick. Loopy, where is she? She's on. Okay. 8, Loopable. And thank you everyone for being here. I will be on Saturday in the afternoon. We will continue this run. And thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for all the follows. Anatoly Zorn, Capybara-san, Fleet Machine, Don't Be a Tool. Thank you for the resub, Azadu. Thank you for the bits, Manson. And thank you for the raid, Kimmy. So yeah, let's see Loopy. I really don't want to lose I don't want to waste even a minute, so let's just go straight there. Thank you everyone. Hopefully I will see you on Saturday.